here we go. Hello everyone and welcome today. Is it working?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We just need. Hey Gil, are you there? I can see
Yes,
you.
I am here and happy to be here, Frio. And it's wonderful to have a tournament like this happening today. Very happy.
Yeah, that's crazy. We really thank Islamic Fighters for hosting that tournament because we need some SNK action on those days. I think after UFA things went a little down and slowly. So thanks to the netcodes and today's technology, we can still have tournaments without moving from our homes, and that's great. How you doing, Gil?
I am doing fine. I'm going to introduce myself for the people that don't know me, which will be many. I am a multi-fighting game player, and I am happy to help with SNK content. SNK is one of my big true loves, and I'll be providing commentary with Frionel.
Right, so Frionel is me. So if you don't know me, I'm a multi-fighting game players too. I've been among the fighting game community for quite a long time. Can't remember when I did really start, and I am of course a big SNK game enthusiast and passionate. And I'm of course a Samurai Shodown player, and yeah, I'm glad that I can help with those community action, community organization things. And Gil and me will try to entertain you during those very exciting games we're gonna have today, gathering players from all around Europe and more. Why? Because it's called an European player tournament, but I'm seeing a player list. We have like players from France, UK, Germany, Spain, Sweden, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Norway, and even Morocco. So it's go behind.
We international.
It's a two-continent tournament that we have today.
Before we start with the action very briefly, I would like to give some shout-outs to the people involved, not only of course, East London Fighters community and all the people behind the scenes working, but also the people that have donated on Matcherino with free coupons, but also with the direct contributions. So shout-outs as promised for Karasuvix for their direct contribution to 88 H-Rod, Esandro Alexein, and Blue Link BR. The code is of course still active. You are able to contribute yourself for absolutely free with the code TNT Samurai, I believe. There's also some quests that you can do by following the community on social media and other things. So if you go on the Matcherino page, you can just see all of that stuff. And also, of course, shout outs to all the players involved.
Yeah, so again, thank you so much, like Jill said, for your contribution. You can still donate now if you haven't done it yet. It's completely free. Just go follow the link that you're gonna have on the chat, put the coupon code, and you're gonna give for free 50 cents to the total cash prize. You can of course give the amount you want manually if you want to support this kind of tournament and give more money to the winners. But yeah, so if you haven't done it yet, it's completely free. You still have time. You can do it during the whole tournament, so please do not hesitate. So I think we have our first game now. If I'm checking the bracket, we might have some very familiar faces. Well, we're not gonna see them, but I think we have Vix, Oroshinagi Vix, against Sulfur, I'm right? I think that's the first game.
Yes, that should be the match. Are you familiar with the players, Frionel?
I do know Vix a lot. He is a very old timer in SNK games. Actually, he's one of the first guys I met in the arcades back in early 2000s, on especially on KOF. He's a very dedicated SNK player. He's been doing a great job on Samurai Shodown. Lately, he's been on top 8 on the latest on the
Oh.
first on the first SNK World Championship qualifier that happened in Paris, UFA, and he did a quite great performance. So having him here is very exciting. I don't know Sufra. This name rings something to me, but I don't want to say something wrong. But it's gonna be interesting. And what I'm looking at is that the winner is gonna fight Benji Buckley, which is like
Yes, of course.
we can call him the best European player now. He's been second at UFA. Very very close games against the winner from Japan, Score. So yeah, so this game and the next one are looking very exciting.
Okay. Just a notable name that at the moment is missing from the tournament. Hopefully, he will join us in the future. Might as well mention now that this is a series of tournament. This will be, of course, based on interest from the community. But East London Fighters wants to commit to hosting tournaments and supporting the community. So if you couldn't join today for any reason, if you're watching the stream, if you have friends that don't know about the tournaments, please feel free to share the voice around about Sunday Showdown.
Please do it. I will and share the stream link right now. So I think we have to start. We're waiting for Vix to confirm his game.
I think there's a slight technical problem I am reading in the chat, so they might need slightly more time. While we do this,
Okay.
why don't we mention that East London Fighters also... Oh, they need to confirm. Is it just that?
Yeah, so because I'm looking...
needs to communicate with them.
So
then.
I think Vix has to confirm. Yeah.
Okay.
Sufra is already there. So Sufra is from Luxembourg. Okay, we have Luxembourg community here. Shout outs to all the guys from that very small place that makes a lot of noise for SNK games. Thank you so much. You're the best guys. Oh, so Sufra just left. What is going on?
I think they're having technical problems, as I mentioned. Something going on with the connections and so on. There's like a restart to be happening. I'll take this time to mention that East London Fighters community, as a site on the on their Matcherino page, if you go on the marketplace tab, you can see the beautiful t-shirts and hoodies. So all the stuff that you can buy. Half of the 20 of the t-shirt, $20, the cost of the t-shirt, half of it goes directly into the pot, and you can just grab some snazzy things to impress your friend and show off. So that's also another way to contribute to the pot. This goes 100% to the players.
Yeah. Okay. So we need Sulfura to go. Oh, he just left. Okay. Oh, he was in the room. So we need them to. We have Vix. He's already there. We just need Sulfura to confirm, and we'll be able to start. But be aware that other games are happening at the same time. So you can take a look to the bracket that's gonna be shown on the chat in a second. So you can follow what's going on and see the results.
You can also use the command !bracket to check for yourself.
Okay, so we wait a few seconds for our friend Sufura from Luxembourg to come back on the room. And if he's not there, we're gonna move on another game. So, hey Jill, I haven't asked, are you playing Samurai Shodown?
I am playing on and off. We also support the game at our small scene, Dundee Hyper Combo. The scene was born 3 months ago. We've been having an influx of players. The game supported at both Samurai Shodown and Tekken. My most recent achievement was winning Oktoberfest here in Dundee. A slightly bigger tournament, well, quite of a bigger tournament with many different games. I've also placed joint fifth at Celtic Throwdown the latest Celtic Throwdown 2019, which was an amazing event. So yeah, I do play, and I'm enjoying right now labbing Basara and finding dirty setup, all the skins.
Yeah, he is dirty. And finally, we got him.
Yes.
This from France with his ninja Hattori Hanzo and Sulfra from Luxembourg playing Charlotto. Well, he has a Karin avatar, so we could expect him playing Charlotte. I don't know, there's something related, maybe because they're blonde and they have a rich attitude, I don't know. And the laugh, maybe, but yeah. So, because I realized that we have Romance from Mexico, USA. He played Karin and Charlotte also. So there's something. So the first game started.
I'm pretty excited to see a Hanzo in the game because it's not a character you see a lot. Quite aggressive at the moment. He's
a very, very tricky character. He really doesn't have any real combo. He has no special move that goes after any console. Oh, very tricky. Teleport. But he is a tricky, all-trick character. So he wasn't nerfed on the latest update, but because of the evade being stronger, it became harder for him to pull out his tricks and mind games. But for now, it looks good for Vix. He's very, very offensive and trying to do a lot of things. So far, he's late.
It's keeping the pace of the game very fast, which is what you want, especially on a best of 2 situation. Nice call out with the jumping D, forward D.
So he's looking for chip damage. Remember, in this game, you can do chip your opponent, unlike all new games. So characters with good special moves are really dangerous at the end of the life matter. Taking him to the corner, trying to use the teleport to go out of the corner, but he's there again. Yeah, so you can see no real combo out of cancelled normal moves, which is like the main weakness.
I'm not sure if Sulfura is also familiar with the matchup because there have been interrupts, but there have not been big punishes.
Yeah. So Sulfura is trying to keep the distance. He doesn't seem to know what to do because Charlotte is very strong at keeping away, but you don't want to leave Hanzo very far away because of his special move. Oh, and the EX Fireball is super strong in this game. A lot of hits. There's no auto block in this game, so you have to hold back in order to block everything, and he can easily mix you up doing that. Also note that Hanzo is one of the most calm characters in the game, so he doesn't go on rage quickly, but once he's in rage, it stays for quite a long time.
And correct me if I'm wrong, is Bouncing Fireball gets powered up quite a bit during rage, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's what we call the EX Fireball. If you ask me, it's the best EX special move in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very, very strong. Because he can juggle out from it, it blocks you for a very long time, he can do mix-ups, he can block you, that's really strong. So it takes time to have it, but once you have it... Yeah, there's very... Oh my god!
And the second one!
Yeah.
Wow.
No rage explosion used in this game.
That's exactly what I was wondering, because I want to remind people that once you use your rage explosion, you stop the time for the whole duration of the bar depletion.
Exactly.
So,
and the more life you lost, the more time you're gonna stay on rage explosion mode. So that gives you an extra moment to change the pace. But he didn't want. Maybe Sufua was expecting to win the round without using his melee. And of course, Vix kept his rage. Oh, that's great.
Deflect and punish.
Yeah, but no.
Sufura adapts him, but back to you.
What? They both missed, I think, their hidden move. Because using the hidden move at that moment will force your opponent to use his rage meter or to afford the round. He has to choose. But none of them have using it yet, so still going on.
Still a pretty heavy punish though, so at least there was that,
Yeah. Sulfura with the leading life, and he has rage, so any opening can be really dangerous. And no more rage, and standing H, and there we go!
The run under, a very good read on the air fireball, just waited there for the exact moment where it would be grounded, and he gets the heavy punish. So Sulfura definitely adapting right now in the matchup.
We go for the mind games. So you see, Hanzo has his rage, it's gonna stay quite a long time. so he has to make a good use of his power-up abilities, especially with the fireball. But it looks like he want to go for close combat. I don't know what Fix is looking for, but okay, you want to cross up, but it doesn't really work. So finally the X fireball, and the matter depleted. Ooh, nice cut DP.
Sometimes you need that to deter your opponent from ulting you too hard.
That's very strong to have this tool in the game, trust me. Characters with invincible DP has something. Viva has they have a strategic tool, especially in this game. Okay, nice overhead.
For most of the characters, the Oki in the game isn't too scary. Where you it will be frequent, but it's not going to be like in other games where the chart very setup heavy. Aside from some, some other example like Basara, which are
oh my god,
goes for the cross up again.
Yeah, so you see, perfect use of the Rage Explosion. He didn't use the Rage Explosion to go for the Eastern move, but just to stay in a power-up move when he can use his EX Fireball and create openings. That's the best way to use the Rage Explosion mode with Hanzo. And keep in mind that going Rage Explosion is not automatically to go for the Eastern. You have to keep in mind that you are in a power-up state mode where you do more damage, you have EX moves, and you also have your weapon flipping technique available. So sometimes just going in this mode and not doing at all your Eastern can be a good strategy.
At the moment the situation is pretty even in life lead. Another cross up, there's the punish with the running on the whiff DP, goes for overhead, another evade, goes for the low this time, doesn't get punished hard.
Okay, Sulfura still has his Rage Matter. Maybe he must think about going on Rage Explosion before it's too late again, because this is the last round. If he loses this round, he's gonna go to the loser's bracket. So Sulfura has to use his Matter before dying, and this is what we see. Okay, for the grab. Oh!
Doesn't go for the... Oh, the anti-air perfectly timed, and he gets the match.
Yeah,
good job for Sulfura.
Told you. Since if you have your Matter, your Rage Matter, you can switch the situation at any moment, and very good use in a very clutch and confusing situation. Remember that, never jump when your opponent is on Rage Explosion, unless you have Yashamaru or
a character that can alter their arch and bait.
Additional option. Shizumaru. Shizumaru is very good at making you with your Isan, as you can stay in his umbrella in the air.
Or the tricky Basara. With this
Basara also. Well, Basara, you never know what's going on, because you don't know if it's him jumping or not, so you just don't do it.
Good adaptation from Sulfura. He reacted to the first jump when powered up by the Rage Explosion, which is not that easy to do, especially if the pace of the game is kept really fast, like his opponent was keeping it.
Remember that the earlier you do your Isen, the more damage you do in Rage Explosion. So it came out very quickly after the activation. That's why he was able to kill instantly.
And we have a character switch. We go to Shiki now from Hanzo.
Shiki won the last SNK World Championship qualifier in Korea. We had Infiltration, the current Evo champ. He was defeated by Kuru in Korea. So Kuru was the winner of the Korean qualifier. With Shiki, actually, he pulls out a really good gameplay with her. She's counted as one of the strongest characters now, where she was completely useless on the first version of the game.
She was. I would disagree on it being useless, but yes, she was not as powered up as she is now. Wow! The teleport shenanigans with the DP, impressive.
Yeah. Having a DP in this game is so strong. And now she can finally do her combo without being... Oh, great use of the overhead. She can finally use her combos without being afraid to be punished on hit. Because that was one of her main weakness on the earlier version. Where her BNB was unsafe. If you just do it, your opponent could just raise explosion and punish you.
Karazu in round 1 made the Samurai Shodown look like a Okizeme and setup heavy game. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Oh my! Look at the teleport going behind. This is ninja things. Okay, so very, very dangerous for Super. It went so fast. This game is running so fast. We're already on the last round. Super has to use his meta. Okay, he saved
he
himself.
does.
Oh, didn't finish, but it's over now. Oh, Karasu finished, but I think he got chip damage here, as we said before. So Vix, for
Vix
the first
advances.
game, with a very smart character change over Sulfura, who couldn't handle that very, very fast and aggressive Shiki gameplay.
He absolutely changed the flow of the game with the character change, but kept the pace very fast. And at the same time, I understand his opponents. He went to Rage Explosion. He saw a jump that was the most reward he could get on an ESEN, and he went for it. When you basically have only a slither of life, you're gonna do stuff like that. You want maximum reward because you're in a very desperate situation.
Yeah. So very interesting choice from Karasuvix. I know him playing a lot of different characters, and he do have a Shiki on his pocket. So we're gonna move to the next game. Still, I don't know who we're gonna see. Let me check the bracket. So we're already advanced on them. So is it Ricky Meister against Orchides?
I am not sure what the next match will be because there's a communication team doing their magic, but I believe you are right.
Yeah, I think because this is the last game that hasn't been played on the first round. So Ricky Meister against Orchides. Do you know any of those two players?
I've heard the name of Ricky Meister around the SNK event, but I cannot say I am familiar with the player. And no, I'm not familiar with Urquidez either. So we are going to see what they have cooking for us in this match.
Great. Just a little feedback from the chat. Is everything good? Do you hear us well? Do you want us to change anything? Please do not hesitate if you want. If we can make your experience better, you have the chat box to commentate and tell us. And while we wait for the next players, I wanted to add something about what did Vix on the first game. In Samurai Shodown, the game is not really complicated to handle. It's a very simple game to understand. The rules of the game are simple. The pace of the game is kinda quiet and calm, and it's easy to learn characters. So then be good at the game, of course, will require time because you have a lot of things to master with the time and experience. But learning characters is not that hard. And why I'm saying that is that in this game, it's a heavy matchup, specific matchup game, which means that it's very important for you to have quite a selection of characters in your card game, I want to say, because switching characters can be critical and very, very strong in this game. So do not hesitate to have to play your main character and always have one or two backup characters that can change the pace, change the matchup, and surprise your opponent.
Absolutely.
With a game that has DLC characters that comes 1 month after the other. So you always have a room for surprise with those characters. So keep that in mind. If you feel at ease with your character, start practicing with another character. It can save your life in a tournament. Trust me.
And I would add, as a personal experience with the game, when I picked up Samurai Shodown 7 or whatever it's called in the community now, this Samurai Shodown, having played the previous titles, it's a game that challenges a lot of your mental strength. I would say it's a little bit less heavier on mechanic. It has its own, quirks and technical things for sure. But it's a game that requires you first and foremost not to crumble mentally. You need to keep your resources and think: do I want to eat this arm at this moment in time? Do I want to save my rage explosion for round 3? Do I want to risk for going, for a 50-50 mix-up now, get blocked and be punished hard, or do I want to keep away and run the clock? There's a lot of the meta revolves around this, and it can be proving even for experienced players.
Yeah. So resources management is a key. I can tell you from my personal experience, especially in a very long tournament like EVO, this game consumes a lot of your energy. Even if the pace of the game doesn't look as fast as other games, it's definitely not KOF. But the fact that your options, your choice, are critical every time. Trust me, it requires a lot of stress control, stress management. You have to stay always cold and calm to do the right choice. It is very easy to panic and use one of the resources or go for the wrong option just because of fear. And it's very interesting because actually it teaches you something that other games maybe not teach you, like patience and self-control. And it will help you in other fighting games. That's why it's very interesting to practice and compete in this kind of game.
I think that at the moment the game is being set up, so I would like to remind the viewers that East London Fighters does a lot of events. This is the first Samurai Shodown tournament, of course, but they do have a lot going on for different games, especially Tekken. I think the next upcoming tournament will be their event Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I think is called. Just I'm trying to find the information. Give me 1 minute. Oh, Tekken Team Tournament 2. I am sorry, and it's going to be their next event coming. I think it's an offline event. Just let me check. And of course, if you can make it down to Haringway Warehouse District, 199 Eid Road, you are going to be able to join their Samurai Shodown tournament as well. So, meet the team, meet the people behind this that are providing this great event in Europe. Mingle with the community, show them your skills, impress them. It's always a fun time. They put on very cool events, and they have quite a tight community with cool people. I actually saw yesterday two of the players. I think one was Shodown. Shodown is a Tekken player, very strong. Was participating in the begin, and I think the other is Robin. So yeah, they had representative down on in Scotland as well, which is always cool to see communities join each other events.
Great. So we are waiting for Orquides, which hasn't. So he may go for disqualification since we've been waiting for him for quite a long time, and maybe move on for the next round. For the round 2 then of the tournament. Well, I can see that Kusa14 won his game. Kusa14 is a very strong KOF player from UK, originally from France, but he has a very good Rimuru. I played him already online. Very tricky. I don't know if he still plays her, but it can be interesting to see him. We had Chaco, who is already qualified for the quarterfinals. Chaco is one of the top players from Paris. He was on the top 8 of the UFA. He plays a very dangerous Jubei. Facing H-Rod from Luxembourg, who also made a great performance at UFA in the tournament. We have Dracula, if I'm not wrong, from Italy.
No, he's a German player.
German player. Sorry,
he plays KOF 14.
Yeah, I know him. We already played together. Just the countries. So a very solid KOF player that has a good background in SNK games. I'm pretty sure that he is dangerous also in Samurai Shodown. We have Shell Camel from Switzerland that I do know that won his first game. He is actually the winner of our beginner KOF 14 league. He actually won almost all the tournaments, and very dangerous opponent. And we do have Zuni from Morocco that already on the next round. But I see he lost his game. Okay, he lost to Maidonos Lamu. I don't know. And we still have Neo Geo now, famous for his YouTube channel and doing a lot of effort for in Samurai Shodown. He actually was in UFA too. So the players
Speaking
went-
of Chaco's previous matches, I want to shout out my boy Bear Noodles. Is one of the Dundee boys, one of the locals here.
okay.
He plays Tam Tam as well, like me. I'm I'm sad to see him get bodied, but hopefully he'll survive the losers bracket and we'll have a chance to have him on stream.
Okay. But it's not over. Not over yet. For all those players that have lost, remember that there's still a loser bracket where you have a second chance. Every player has a second chance, so we might see some of them on the other side of the bracket.
So, guys, if you want to take some time there, you're in the chat. If you have a Twitter account, please follow East London Fighters. They are the ones that, pulled the big load of the work and made this possible. Also, share us around, get some more people in there, get some more people, aware of the tournament. We can get more players involved. We can get more Isen being landed and just share the fun.
So I think we're moving on to the next game, which is Dracula. The Italian Dracula, of course, not the German one, because from now he became Italian, against
Okay.
ex-Hayabusa X. Maybe a Hanzo player or Galford player, I don't know, from his name. But yeah, so Hayabusa is there because he already won his first game. So we're just waiting for him to join the room so we can move on the next. But thanks to the great organization, I'm seeing that all the games are going on outside of the stream, and it's going pretty smooth. So that's a good thing. It's not easy to handle online tournaments. I done that, so by experience, it's very complicated. But it's up to the players. If everybody is well organized and following the rules, I think everything goes smooth.
Yeah, especially when it's the first event, some technical issues are bound to happen, but I think they're doing really well. We're just literally just waiting for the player now. Yeah, the players that have joined also, this the whole structure of online. Unfortunately, you have to go through check-ins and discords and so on. And East London has done great work to try and explain and try to guide people by hand and get them to join this experience. But some stuff is bound to happen. But I think with the next tournament, with the experience, it's gonna be better.
So, but what the great thing is that thanks to the update, we can do that, because before it was not possible. Well, the way the rooms were made was very, very complicated to hold this kind of tournament on Samurai Shodown. Thankfully, SNK responded very, very quickly to our demands and gave us a better lobby options and lobby game. But also, I do feel from my own experience that the netcode of the game is quite solid. I haven't seen any complaints. I never had any big issues playing online. I don't know what you feel about that.
My experience has been pretty amazing, to be honest, with this game. Aside from the very beginning where there were problems with the game, which were promptly fixed by SNK, which is great that they did that. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen that fast. So no, I've had a great experience with Samurai Shodown. I've also played people outside my region, Europe, quite seamlessly, as long as they were like East Coast and so on. So no, I'm impressed, and I am of course hopeful and optimistic for KOF 15, which is the next big thing coming, which I'm excited about.
Well, we are all excited about it. But yeah, just to make something that I think was kind of unfair about SNK games, especially about the netcode. So yeah, KOF 13 has no online. Okay, let's put it like that. That's true, and that was related to the way the game was made, and so this is past history. But because of that, people has they have the feeling that SNK games have bad netcode. But I can tell you, for KOF 14 experience and now Samurai Showdown, that they have for delayed based netcode, they has one of the most solid experience I ever had. If both players have decent connections, you can feel like you're playing the real game, the offline game. It's really, really, really close to the offline game experience. And shout outs to them, because that's something that is helping those kind of games that doesn't have a huge community. So having a good net play, solid net play, is a way to make the game alive, and a way to organize things like East London Fighters are doing now, online tournaments. So if you have in mind that SNK netcode is bad, I can tell you that this is not true at all. It was at the time, especially true for KOF 13, but that's no more the case since KOF 14 release, and now with Samurai Shodown. So we're really, really optimistic about what's going to happen for KOF 15, as long as they keep improving what they're doing now. And we're still waiting for...
Okay, I think he's getting a DQ.
Okay, well, sent to loser bracket, I think. Oh, I don't know, but
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Sorry, Dracula from Italy, you're not gonna play now. We're gonna move on to the next game, which is gonna be Kusa, Logic, I don't know, maybe Benji versus Vix. Okay. So we're gonna move on for the next game. Sorry, Dracula, you have to leave your place. We're gonna invite Kusa 14 and Logic. They both won their first game 2-0, and they're facing on the second round. So I told you about Kusa 14, very, very old KOF player from France that moved to UK. Very strong execution. He was also known for Street Fighter 4 for being one of the combo monsters, especially with Viper. He has very, very precise execution. He was playing also KOF 14 with the very, very interesting teams. I remember his Yuri being very strong in KOF 13, and also playing a lot of other characters like Athena. Well, he's a execution heavy player, and now we have him on Samurai Showdown. Last time I played him, he was playing Rimuru, which was really interesting, because she's one of the underdogs in this game, and I'm pretty sure that if you don't know the matchup perfectly, she can destroy you very quickly, especially now that she's being buffed by the last update. So I don't know if he will play her or switch to another characters, but keep that in mind. This is a very, very dangerous component.
There's very crucial things to know about Rimururu, especially stuff like, the startup of ground fireball, the animation where the icicle or ice blossom goes up and then it comes down on the floor. Until it comes down to the floor, there's no hitbox there. So you can just interact and attack and, punish with your Isen if it's available. All this stuff is key knowledge that you're going to apply, and it's extremely important in a game Samurai Showdown, where in an instant you can lose 80% of your life. But yeah, we are with the next game right now. They're reading up, so it's just about the game loading.
Oh, so Logic is playing Rimuru actually. We will see your match of Genjuro. Okay, and no time for jokes. He went straight to Genjuro, the classic Shoto, the monster of the first version of the game. He got quite nerfed, but still a very solid pick. So it's interesting to see Kusa against the character he plays. So maybe we're not gonna be surprised by the matchup, technically.
Of course, Genjuro is a character that, it's seen some nerfs from the previous version of the game, which was pretty crazy. But it's an overall he has so many good options
Yeah.
That's gonna be scary. But at the moment, they're starting each other. Nice crouch D, or I think it was running D.
Yeah, running deep, especially with the fireball being overhead. You know, you force your opponent to block standing, and then you can go for the knockdown. So
And
classic
at
Genjo.
the same time with the
Oh,
6-6
there we
D.
go.
Sorry, standing D.
Crouch light, crouch D to DP again. Goes very fast. The life is depleting very quickly on the whiff far H. Muru is losing his rage matter. Good block from Kusa.
At the moment, the situation is very good for Kusa.
Good control of space and very good confirm, but he missed his Rekka follow-up. Nice punish from Logic and a whiff.
The big whiff!
That could be punished very hardly. He could kill him if he used his hidden special move, but he decided to keep it. Okay, nice, another nice punish, nice confirm. Both characters have the same amount of life and only 10 seconds and a perfect Oyobujin DP from Kusa to close that very tricky first round. Okay, nice run grab into running light DP.
Try to keep the corner as well. You don't want Rimururu with a lot of space behind her, because she's a tricky character, uses, you know, the fireballs. Right now, big confirm once again from the throw. Is playing a setup heavy game.
Yeah, perfect control of space from Kusa. And here we go for the first landed weapon
WFT
technique. And no way to, he cannot get his weapon. Good control with the ice platform and nice run light with Genjuro. He got his weapon, he got his rage meter and a confirm, but he's in the air. And again, good punish, but not enough from Logic that might get this round. Yeah.
I agree with the choice there though, because after the punish there was like literally 2% left, so it was good for him to keep the SSM for third round.
Yeah, of course, at that moment, yeah. I was just expecting maybe a knockdown punish, but I don't really know what are removers option. Alright, it's gonna hurt, that's gonna hurt. And again, corner control. Nice use of her special moves to get out of the corner, and she made it with Rekka.
Wow, the running neutral jump heavy. That was really good, and it's changing the pace of the match.
And both Rage Mare are still there. 35 seconds left. No more life to do a lot of mistakes. And first activation from Kusa. Okay, nice overhead from Logic. Kusa still have his Rage Mare.
Oh, and it baits it.
And another overhead, but it's not over yet. It's not over. Oh my God! Why he didn't hit? Okay, nice.
That's the rage explosion as expected, and he throws him again.
Again, so now it's the clutch moment. This is the moment you love. This is the moment you love, guys. Anything can happen. The time has stopped. The rage meter is there, and there is the punish. Oyobujin with the first game for Kusa 14.
He confirmed at the end there.
Woo!
So Genjuro takes the first match.
Yeah, I'm not even playing, and I'm already stressed by what's going on.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I love those moments in this game. This is why we play this game. Is this for that kind of moment? Normal life, rage explosion, anything can happen. Oh, very good mixed up with the running through the back roll and good confirm from Genjuro from Crouch Light. So I don't think you can option select that. You need to throw it on. Yeah, no, not because there is no recoil on the Crouch Light. Very offensive game.
Oh wow, the anti-air and the damage.
Yeah, perfectly timed with the EX DP powered up by the Rage Meter. Genjuro has his meter full. It's not staying that long since the patch, so he has to find an opening very quick if he want to use his weapon splitting technique. And good confirm, good punish. Yeah, an overhead again.
Overhead.
Normal life, neutral jump to punish an evade or throw, and then the running attack from Logic.
The big standing D whiff was punished perfectly by Logic. But right now the Rekkas are coming in. There's your mix up with the card. He chooses to take the card and avoid the mix up.
Yeah, well, now you can take the card in the air with no risk. Before the patch, if you get juggled by the card, you can get hit by anything. DP, weapon flipping on, nice confirm with the weapon flipping, almost giving the round to Lojack. He doesn't let her get her weapon.
Pretty close. As we were mentioning before, though, see, he did not use the Rage Mirror because the life lead was massive, and he wanted to keep it for round 3, which was pretty smart.
Of course, that was the wise choice to do. Don't just use it to avoid losing one round. Keep it for the last round. It's very, very important. Unless you're sure that you have life lead and you can finish the second round.
Finish your food, finish your plate, guys.
Control, and Yoda doesn't taking any risks. And now with the recoil cancel into DP, not a big damage, but a good way to stop his opening, pushing buttons. And pick. And
they're playing pretty well, but they seem kind of scared to enter, you know, the medium range, which is understandable.
Don't forget that the Rage Mirror is still there, so it is not over yet. Mada Originaizo, like they say. Oh my god, this is the activation we've been waiting for. Now the clutch, the timer is stopped. The first grab came in, forcing the activation, so no! Oh my god! He didn't
on that backdash, he was ready. You don't get to go anywhere, little girl. We're ready.
That was hard. Kusa14 didn't left any time for his opponent to think about the situation. He just throw it on the backdash to close the game. Very, very, very good use of the rage explosion.
Shuts down any hope instantly on that backdash. Very well done. Was great to see.
Congratulations to Kusa, pulling out a very, very good game. It was close, but he always had the upper hand at the end of the game. He knew what to do at the right moment. And that's what we're asking you. We required, the game requires from you. Oh, so we had Benji Buckley defeating Vix 2-1 outside of the stream. So we're going to see Benji versus Kusa. Very, very interesting.
We're going to have our next match for the stream lined up as well. As far as I understand, Chaco versus H-Rod has been called.
France versus Luxembourg, interesting. I'm not sure if they've met at UFA. Not sure about that, but that's going to be an interesting confrontation. Very, very interesting. I don't know what character H-Rod is maining now, but I'm pretty sure that Chaco will play Jubei. Yagi Jubei.
I think, if I remember correctly, H-Rod was playing Ukyo, or was it Alexin that was playing Ukyo?
Well, it's very
remember.
easy
I'm trying to remember.
To mix them. I can imagine them playing Sogetsu and Kazuki if they're available one day.
for the brother lore. No, I've had the confirmation that
they have to do that. Like, come on, guys, you have to do that. If Sogetsu is confirmed, well, we've seen some leaked image, but you have to play both the two brothers, and then we never know who is playing who, and it's confusing. Especially if both play both, and then it's over.
Yes. You're gonna pull the whole Basham Brothers mix-up
Exactly.
for the WWE fans out there. I've had the confirmation that H-Rod is Ukyo and Shiki player.
Okay. So yeah, Ukyo, I knew. Shiki, I wasn't aware about that. So it could be interesting to see him playing Ukyo, losing with Ukyo, and then using Shiki.
It's tempting. Yeah, it's tempting to pick up Shiki in the current meta. She is a very solid character. She does quite a lot of damage. She has pretty decent Oki game and pretty decent movement with the teleports as well. If you can get creative with your options.
Exactly. You can always keep doing something to not let your opponent take the time to just put up his strategy. And also we can note that she's a very stylish character with a lovely music. I love her soundtrack in this game, so good. So I'm not disappointed when I see her in game. And actually, she was one of my favorite characters back in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum.
Cool. I am also reading Neo Geo now is out of the tournament, he said in the chat. Won one match, lost two, gotta learn more and practice more. That's the attitude. That's the attitude. Great. And another thing that I want to mention while we wait for the setup of the next game, I am going to offer a VOD review and coaching on pretty much anybody that wants me to and that participated in the tournament. There will be a dedicated channel on the East London Fighters Discord, the one that you guys joined to enter the tournament. So I can keep an eye on that. I have some coaching experience. I've been playing a lot of games and yeah, so just another eye. It doesn't have to be expert. Sometimes it's also to notice few key things. So if you have recordings of your game, please save them and we can go over it together at some point. Thank you.
Great to know. So if you wanna step up your game, you know what to do. All right, we got it. We got the next game with Chaco being Galacti, I think, on the PSN, and H-Rod from Luxembourg.
Jubei against Ukyo. Both swordsmen. Some other characters use, different interesting weapons. There's the Basara weapon. I don't remember the Japanese name right now, is on top of my head, but it's a pretty cool name. It's basically a three-bladed star with a chain for recoil. It's just a great design. But let's get into this match.
Yeah, let's go. So H-Rod Ukyo as predicted against Chaco with his Jubei. Jubei is one of the best, if not the best character in the game, according to many players. Even if he seemed nerfed with his ability to combo to his weapon flipping technique being removed, he's still so dangerous. Now his combo are safe. His BNB is safe now.
So punish on the overhead.
He has a very strong throw game.
At the moment, H-Rod in a great position. I have seen decent, side switching mix up, and then a key punish on the overhead as well, which a lot of people are not punishing. It is punishable. It's hard, but it is punishable.
You have to react. You have to react, block it, and then if you're already prepared, you have to tell yourself that you can punish. Just do it. That's the key. Oh, this is. We think, depending on the range where you are, it's kind of tricky with the character.
Yeah, slightly off range. You need that specific knowledge that we were talking about at the beginning of the stream.
Okay. Rod. Okay, so it's Rod, not H-Rod for you guys, because we all know you, of course. Complicated Rod with the corner control. Normal life left. Chip damage can handle this. Oh, nice throw with the confirm. He forced Chaco to use his rage explosion while he was leading the round. Then a perfect corner control and the overhead. We've been talking about it. This Jubei overhead is so tricky. It's so strong.
And the range as well.
The range is ridiculous, and it's a knockdown move that puts you in the air, so it's perfect also as a defensive option against throws. Very strong to have this kind of overhead in the game. So Chaco is controlling the game with this nice use of the run to get closer, I think, the control, or it was just a missed combo. Nice jump. Shibano Kyo having the corner game, he can control. Now, no roll from Chaco, and a whiff grab that wasn't punished, and the counter that got punished by a grab by Prod. That's close, he still has Enrage. And no, the slide! Come on, the slide! You were expecting everything. You were expecting the Isen, the overhead, the Tsubane, anything, but not the slide. And that's what Rod did at the perfect moment. 1-0.
The slide is so fast as well. Like he covers so much ground with the slide and the run, so he can always be in your face.
Yeah. Oh, the nice use of the evade against the cross up. Couldn't put a big punish, and now we've seen Rod being very aggressive in this round. He doesn't want Jubei to have control of the space. Nice grab with the DP, with the knockdown. Then anything can happen. Nice crouching edge. Look at the damage. Another crouching edge because he's afraid from the overhead. That's a good mind games we're seeing here from Chaco, one of the best Jubei in Europe, and perfect control with the ground fireball.
At the same time, on the defensive side, you want to weigh your option. Yes, the overhead is a knockdown, but it's not a lot of damage. So do you really want to bet on, stand guarding?
Yeah, that would be better. To just take the overhead in those kind of situations. Especially when you see that your opponent is very going for the low option. Now we have a completely change of the pace with Chaco controlling the round. Oh, nice! Tsubame, EX Tsubame with the great damage.
Puts himself in the corner though. Oh, it
works on the corner
now.
Yay!
Good damage.
Now it's all about not letting him take his weapon. And there
wow!
Perfect control of the situation.
Sliced him like the apples he throws.
Exactly. Nice run. No roll from Chaco. Staying on the ground. Nice punish of the overhead again.
Wow.
Rod is there. Oh, nice block on the overhead. The light punish couldn't do that much damage. And again with the corner control. Rage explosion is not used yet. Nice neutral jump with nothing. After that, again air to air for the slight advantage for Rod from Luxembourg in this game with a nice use of the slide and controlling with the nice console, creating flame traps.
He's trying to keep that corner, and I understand that.
Oh, the damage! This is critical in the counter hit, and then he has to choose. You have to choose. He went for the low, not for the overhead. Good block from Chaco that had time to activate his rage explosion, and now another slide. Chip damage, not chip damage. He's sent. What is going on? You're gonna stop there with a standing medium. Rod from Luxembourg, man, defeated Chaco, one of the best of player in France, with a very solid, calm, and quiet Tachibana Ukiyo. That's the kind of games I love to see.
A challenge that run-in could have been like one of the most scary things by just waiting for the last moment. It was almost max range with that standing medium punch. Very good. It kept him on his toes with the slide. It wasn't too heavy on the Tsubames as well. I would say that he could have tested a little bit more the knowledge of the Jubei player on the punishes as well, because on his side the punishes were immaculate, especially on those overheads. The second overhead he punished, like the latest overhead he punished, it was pretty much max range. He still got the standing medium into the first hit of the Rekka without any problems. Very impressive, especially because I was having the same conversation there at my local. We have a Jubei player, shout out to Menacing Mecha, which does a little bit less riskier version of the 50-50, because the Jubei player here was doing the crouching heavy, but you can do the same mix up with the slide or the down D, like the 6D, the 2D or the 6D. I don't remember which is precisely the button, but it's basically the sweep, which is quite harder to punish, quite harder to punish than the crouching heavy. So you can still play that 50-50 game for the oppressive Oki while just chilling kind of thing. But if you have the punishes as Hrod did, it's scary to get punished like that.
He played in a way you couldn't expect with Ukiyo. Very safe. So we have the next game. I'm seeing a Shiki versus a Shizumaru. So it's gonna be really interesting. We haven't seen a Shizumaru yet in this tournament, on this stream, and trust me, he is one of the strongest characters in the game. Needs some time to master because of some of the tricks he has, but he is overall one of the most complete characters in the game. and he can be really dangerous with his charged moves.
Oh
So-
wow, full jump in just to start. 35% already gone.
Why not? Why not? Oh, first
Big whip,
drop.
no punish though.
First drop sword released.
Yeah, it's key with Shizumaru to want to, choose what to do with your charge ability. Do you want to save it for the big punish, or do you want to just, use it in neutral and hope you catch something? A backdash or a button, it can have so many different uses in the game. Wow, key neutral jump again, max punish.
Max punish, and the max punish like that against standing opponent is not that easy to do. Against crouching opponents, since the hit stun is longer, it's simple. But when you're standing, you have to time your jumping attacks perfectly. Oh, and are we looking at the turn down? No. The desperate DP.
We're not taking that mix up, boys.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, the punish. Look at the damage. Oh, no.
Almost, just slightly late. That was an amazing idea.
Yeah. But it was the light DP.
That was the SSM though, right? So he doesn't have it anymore. It's not the weapon flipping technique.
No, it was the SSM. He wanted to finish that very quickly.
Very angry boy. Finish the plate.
Yeah. So for now, we have Maidonos Lamu playing very good in this round. Getting open with a normal grab. Waiting for something to happen. Nice run under to switch position.
Good.
And keep his opponent on the corner.
Into the
And he
power crush.
He was done for it. When I saw her jumping and saw Shizumaru angle, I knew that she was gonna be cut
Yes.
mid-air. So Ricky Meister already used his SSM, so no more full range.
Wow.
Oh, we haven't used that yet. This is the tricky Shizumaru.
Yeah, the float.
Tools. Oh my god! And that was a perfect use of the weapon flipping technique. Well, Maidonos had to use his. Oh my god, that's gonna hurt. Oh no, he doesn't have it anymore. He didn't have it anymore, and I think he weapon flipping technique instead of this. But
yes, I agree.
Okay, well, we're on our shares doing nothing, so it's easy for us to think. But yeah, this is going wild. This is going really wide, my friends, because now Shiki has it, and perfect neutral jump. That wasn't that risky because he could jump and then avoid the SSM by just keeping on his umbrella. So this mind game doesn't really exist against Shizumaru. Very good play from both players, but Shizumaru was Maidonos was the best in this first game. And again, grabbing through. Oh, the range of the neutral jump H from Shiki. Oh, and the drop kick.
Punish.
No punish. He tries to catch the weapon before getting his umbrella back. And nice backdash. Look at the damage. Look at the damage on backdash umbrella cutting move on his book. So over.
That punish. And the ground cross-ups are very reminding of Garou Marco the Wolves mix-ups that you can pull in this game as well. If you play the Garou Marco the Wolves, you can run on the roll animation and do the same thing that they're doing in Shodown.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
Trying to find something with his counter, while Shiki has his matter full. Look at the damage from one tricky cross-up. The rage matter is full for Shizumaru. He can do it. Now he can...
Nice. Uses the knockdown with the running running C.
Well, yeah, well, I respect the option. Nice use of that supposedly useless move, but you know what he's doing. Maidonos Lamu is doing a great job with his
He's always been in control throughout the whole set.
Yeah.
So that's
amazing. That's amazing. And he's maybe charging something. That's the most scary thing, is that you know that the more the round is going, the more you risk a charged, the release of the charged move.
We also found the key information during one of our locals. No, sorry, not during the local.
Yeah. Rage. Anything can happen. She knows she can't make him jump because he's not gonna be afraid of doing that. You see?
Oh, there we go. That's the bait.
What I was saying. And he got it! My Donnarumma with his dangerous Shizumaru with a perfect control goes to the next round. I think he's qualified for the semifinals. Yeah. My Donnarumma. I told you this character. I told you he can jump. He's not afraid of rage explosion at all.
A lot of key neutral jump C's in the set, and those come from hard reads. Like you're not gonna get like reactions where you jump. Is most likely it's a hard read. He had a hard read on the running throw into Isen. He had a hard read now on the jump. So it's pretty cool to see. I was saying another key information on Shizumaru. I was watching one tournament. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was something in America, and it was mentioned that he can hold the charge for his charge move without his weapon. So if you're disarmed, you can still keep the charge, which is quite comical, to be honest, but an option to keep in mind.
And before the patch, you could also activate Isen and keep charging.
Wow.
And that was twice dangerous.
Twice scary, yes.
So it's not working anymore. Now when you activate Isen, you lose the charge you have. But you know that for charging, you can switch buttons and keep your charge. That's very important. That's the key of playing this character, because you only have to sacrifice one button, but if you need a precise option using the button you're sacrificing, you can switch the charge by doing it by tricks, but you can keep that and then come back to the button you've been charging. And that's what makes the character very, very tricky and a little complicated to play, but I think with the use, with experience, it became very, very easy to do. But as you see, Shizumaru is also very dangerous without that. As you could just see in this game, he has a tool set that allows him to do everything.
He's a trickster, is a character that is very well rounded. He has a DP option. Is very scary in general. I am a little bit sad that I didn't have a chance to play a good Shizumaru yet, because it deters from your tournament experience. But another thing that I wanted to mention about East London Fighters, the guys organize also, of course, their local, which is Night of Fighting Friday. And it's their local event. They play a lot of different games. They support KOF 14 still. They support Samsho. It's a lot of fun to be at. I believe that the address for Tekken Tag Team Tournament is the same address where they're hosting the local. So show up there if you're in the area. Make some new friends. Bop some people. Release some WFTs. Just join the local. It's always fun. Support your locals, guys. I have, personal experience with this. We just started a local a few months ago in Dundee, and it's a lot of fun. We started traveling together with to tournaments. We're hosting out session to lab. Just get in there.
And also, feel lucky to have locals, because it's not something happening on all the places around the world. So if you are lucky enough to have locals around your place, please go. Think of people that doesn't have this option, are stuck at home playing online. So if you are lucky enough, please go support your local, because that's privilege in the fighting game world. Trust me.
Yeah, I have a personal prime example. Before I moved to the UK 5 years ago, I used to be in the south of Italy. My closest local was 600 kilometers away, and it was on the other coast of Italy as well. So it was not even, a straight trip. It was take a train for 3 hours, then change to go to the other coast. Not something you can do every week. So yes, I am. I know about that. I'm just going to turn the light on so people can see me better. Be right back.
Okay, so I think the next game gonna be Benji Buckley, our European champ, second place in the SNK World Championship qualifier at UFA with his. Okay, so we're gonna have games from loser bracket. That's what I heard. So 2 games from loser bracket, then we move to top 8. with Benji versus Rod, 2 players straight from the UFA tournament. So I don't know who we're gonna have from losers bracket. I'm seeing a very interesting Kusa 14 against Shell Kamel. I don't know if they're playing yet or not. We have Rick Meister against Beer Noodles that we haven't seen on stream yet. And Chaco is waiting for the winner between Sufu and Fang.
Yeah.
And what we have Dracula from Italy, right? Waiting for the winner of Illusion and Vix.
And I would like to remind everyone watching that there's a prize pot here on provided by Maturino that has exceeded the $100 mark. So that's also pretty impressive for something you can do from, you know, your living room and your sofa or your gaming chair, whatever you guys are sitting on. So pretty impressive about that. First event as well. Like, you know, coming up with a boom. And every 2 weeks, if you guys, you know, keep showing up, keep telling your friends, keep supporting the scene. So absolutely amazing.
And that's also a perfect opportunity to level up or rise up your game by playing players you're not used to play. And especially seeing characters like that. Remember that this month we will have Kazuki Kazama coming out in November, somewhere in November. Some rumors are saying, not me saying that, don't go say that I told you this, but we may have Sogetsu at the same time as a surprise character. I'm just saying that like that out of nowhere, but we're gonna have 2 characters in this month, maybe. Okay. So there's gonna be a lot of things to practice. There's Basara that is still new. You have to learn the matchup. You see Shizumaru, you have to learn the matchup. You've seen Rimuru, you have to learn the matchup on all the characters in the game. Because with the different updates, the tier list changes. And some characters that have been underslept on became super strong, like Shiki, like you could just see. So every opportunity to learn matchup, to play against new players like this one is good to take if you want to get better in this game. So every 2 weeks, same place, please get in. If you have a decent connection, if you have a good experience now, and you feel like you're gonna enjoy it, come on, you're welcome.
And it's also a great chance to have a regular practice. I am a person, like I'm a player that has been playing SNK games for a while. Europe, unfortunately, is not the biggest region, so these events and initiatives like this can help boost the player base, help boost, you know, the drive to play the game. So absolutely try your best to join, to represent, and to level up. That's what this is about, right?
Yeah, and also share a moment. Like now, we're all sharing something, sharing our love for this game, sharing our love for SNK games and fighting game in general. So I know we can all be busy. We all have our own personal stuff, things to do. But it's always good to take a moment to just share something you love with other people from all around the world. That's something amazing. I think we're lucky to have that. Like seriously, if you see other people that are not into games, they don't have any chances to feel something like we're living now.
So apparently there's a technical problem. They might need to restart the lobby pretty quickly. So might take a couple of more minutes. I am wondering, do we want to just go through the bracket a little bit more? Maybe you said you are more familiar with some other players. Can you tell us, like, if there's any upset or there's something that you weren't expecting? What's your projection of the bracket, you know?
Well, my projection of the bracket is that I think Benji gonna take it. I don't want to put any pressure on him, but I played him at UFA on losers final, I think losers final, and I felt that this guy is ready for the game. You can see that he puts a lot of effort and time, and it's paying off. And he's already used to the game. So I think this guy has already top world international, call it how you like, level. He made score the winner of the tournament tweeting at the first game. The first game of the tournament, it was the first match. It was him against Score. It was really close. We know that Score is one of the best players now in the world. He's already won 2 SNK World Championship qualifiers.
Wow.
And the one in Canada Cup was really stacked with with people from Evo Top 8 like Justin Wong, like Alex Val. We had Crimson also on top 8, and he won this tournament. So it was a stacked one. Just don't underestimate that qualifier just because it was in Canada. He won UFA also, and it wasn't that free at all. It was hard. So players, like Benji, I think they have the chances in international, like big international tournaments. So for me, he's the favorite. But in this game, we can see. Oh yeah, we have to go quickly.
Yeah, you'll need to join the lobby.
Oh, I'm there.
You're not in the slot though, are you? Frionel.
No, I'm there.
Now we are. Cool. Yeah, as you mentioned, like I would like to see Crimson because I had the chance to play him in Ireland. So I would like him to see him join this event. I'm also, I'm aware he's busy with Street Fighter. I believe he has a sponsor, a team. I believe recently has had a big sponsor.
Yeah,
I don't remember what. But yeah, let's.
IS Monaco, a big.
Oh wow, yeah, that's what it was. So Kusa 14 against
Shell Camel, UK/France against Switzerland.
Oh, okay, wow.
That's mm-hmm. All right. Oh,
Basara. I'm excited.
Playing Basara. Interesting against Kusa's Genjiro. So we've seen. So Kusak lost to Benji, right? If I'm not wrong. Because he had a very convincing win on his first game. But we're gonna see Shell Camel, the Switzerland young hope, doing the job. So first confirmed from normal grab.
Goes to plays the side switch, mix up. Oh wow, went for the hard read deflect. I'm not sure if that was an execution error or not.
I don't know. But again, a nice finish with the running light into DP from Kusa 14, controlling the game. Camel trying to have some space to leave. Oh, that was a good grab with a great finish. Oh, nice wall jump to avoid the DP.
And get out of the corner, which is key.
Too many grabs from Shell Camel that got finished hardly by Kusa 14. Oh, that's I don't know what can do Basara to finish that. They both have their rage meter full. They will look for grab. Oh my god, this is a hard H move. And look at this! This is so tricky, so sneaky from Shell Camel throwing the fireball and forcing you to get in by the crouching medium. Nice turn of pace in this. Oh, not the trail. He was afraid from the recall cancel. I respect that.
At that point, Kusa only had one choice: either give the round away or use the rage explosion. So he opted for the first one.
Yeah. So nice deflecting attempt from Genjiro because it doesn't take a lot of risk in long range, and he can get the deflect from very far. So that's interesting. Good corner control, metro jump, provoking something.
Wow.
His throw game is very strong. Kusa 14 with the offense, and nice again wall jump to get out of it, and again a perfect range to try to reflect Basara's move. It looks like Kusa 14 is aware about the matchup. That's good to see.
Yes, Basara. Ooh, the call out.
Yeah.
On the clone. You have to read that. Like you can.
Oh my god, this is gonna work. No, too slow.
Because it's a WFT and is in the corner. If he was the super, maybe, but the SSM doesn't have invincibility as far as I remember, right?
Yeah. Some frames, not the startup, but somewhere after the startup.
Yeah.
For now, we've seen that Kusa is feeling more comfortable. Oh, nice! That wasn't meaty at all.
Doesn't go for the knockdown though.
Yeah. Well, he chose for the damage. He knew that he could just keep the space control by going back.
I think like Basara's knockdown are very valuable though with the Spirit Fireball.
Yeah.
The setups.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just. I think he tried to play safe in this matchup. He's seen that his opponent is very aggressive, but now he's showing a very good space control. A nice overhead. Now he just okay. That's what he has to do. Nice move. This is dangerous. This is not safe. Yeah, this is too dangerous.
Light was not the heavy, was it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because he want to keep the control in space because of his recovery. And Rage Explosion. And now he's going for the tricky jumps. We don't know what Basara is doing. And anything can happen now. He can just choose to never go for the Isen and maybe go for the weapon flipping technique. But Basara still have his Rage. So he can... Oh, he used it. And then we got it. And it's not over. Yeah, it's over. He doesn't have a lot of life. Nice first match from Kusa14, and maybe a too early use of the Rage Explosion from Shell Camel. 1-0 in a very close game.
A couple of key information on the Basara matchup and generally on Basara as a character. The clones can all be punished on startup if you react to the startup.
Yeah,
so if you have a Isen and you see any animation, you just tap the button because there is a moment where he cannot block when he activates.
But
it's short and it's risky, but it's there.
Yeah, but be careful that if he jumps, you may just throw your Isen under his jump. So that's the risk. That's why you cannot just react. But if you read it, you can punish it easily.
Yes.
Again, you see Shekamel being really aware of keeping the distance, but again, good throw game from Kusa, and again, the setup wasn't right. Going for the knockdown, and the natural jump, and the super, and it's finished.
It's over. Wow. Good job there, not pressing the button.
He knows. Long experience. Oh, no confirm from the fireball. Nice! I told you this could happen, but too slow! Too slow!
The confirm. He tried to go for the big reward, but yet the range to make up with the run, and unfortunately was too slow for him. He's trying to keep him away from the weapon though, and Basara doesn't have many options without the weapon. So he needs to stay a little bit more defensive, try and go for the one of the options that would grant the knockdown, but right now Kusa14 is just pulling him in the corner. Very fast pace.
It looks like a checkmate from Kusa14, not letting his opponent. Nice!
Yeah, wow. To confirm.
And the finish, Kusa14 is still there, while Shekamel will have to say goodbye out from the loser bracket. But very, very good and interesting game. I think the match was interesting to watch.
It was very, very good. A couple of things that unfortunately I think were costed the Basara play at the game, where the raw spirit fireballs sometimes just thrown in neutral. They're easy to react, especially at mid range, and Kusa was always on his toes and punishing them. So that's one thing that I think could be avoided in the future.
Yeah, and also a note for all new players that played Samurai Shodown since the release. Please keep in mind that your best tech throw is your evade move. This move got buffed since the last update. Risk reward is not that dangerous. If you go for a read on the throw, try to go for that, because you can punish with an SSM, you can do a lot of things. And it also avoids a running attack. So if your opponent goes for running attack or throw, you're gonna win both. So he has to be really creative to punish that option. So please start using that to create a new layer of mind games on that situation. Use your evade to avoid throw. I know it's not natural, because in almost every fighting games in the world, the evade lose to grabs. This is what we've been used to. But in this game, please keep in mind that it's one of your best options to get out of throw mix-ups. Overhead that puts you in the air are also good, but the reward is not the same.
And I would also mention the evade is a key skill to have against both ninjas with the ground cross-up,
Yeah, that's
6-6 Cs. You
you
just
have to.
negate the cross-up.
Yeah, it negates all the options.
Mhm.
So you have to use that. I haven't seen a lot of evade moves in this game. So guys, keep that in mind. This is
I agree.
critical option. Also, another thing that I haven't seen. Remember that on jump-ins, it's very easy to just defend and use your guard console. Also on wake up, especially against Genjo, if you're having issues against his fireball on your wake up, please keep in mind that you can just wake up and just defend the fireball and do guard cancel to throw them and get the control of space. This is something not hard to do. The window for the just defend is not hard, so please keep that in mind. That this can be really useful as a defensive tool. And then we're seeing a very interesting game between two KOF players that knew themselves from KOF, and they're gonna play together on Samurai Shodown. We have Dracula from Germany, not Italy, and Vix from France playing now.
KOF is here.
Yeah, well, we agree. We heard something. Okay, so it's Galford against another character. How many characters can Vix play? He was using Hamzo and Shiki, and now he plays Darly Dagger against Dracula using Galford.
Maybe they know each other, maybe knows the matchup, so there may be something that we may not be aware about. Very aggressive in the corner right now.
Yeah. Look at the damage. Galford was one of the characters that got nerfed in the latest update.
We haven't seen any Tam-Tam yet.
Oh my
wow,
god.
the jump
Look at the
neutral C.
control. Well, you know the weakness of Galford is the jump. As long as you have the ability to jump on him, it's very complicated for him. So he must keep a distance that you cannot just go and jump. He must have a perfect space control in order to deal with this kind of matchups. If not, it's very hard for him.
Something that he can do in other matchups is air-to-airing instead of anti-airing, but not against Darly, because the jumping C is amazing.
Exactly. Darly is so strong in the air, especially air-to-air situations, so you cannot take the risk. And she has the matter full, but she lost it, and the cross-up nicely blocked, and then we go. But for the whiff, the missed combo, look at the damage, come on!
I felt that.
What the hell is that? This woman can hit, and she can drink. She can drink.
Also, she's holding a full bottle of rum, I suppose, with one hand.
Oh my god, the damage!
The girl Carl game is on point for all your gym rats.
Yeah. Okay, no punish. Look at the damage!
To confirm there.
2 hits! And the common grab! Perfect control of the corner. This is that can be punished. No, too early. Too early for the grabs.
Yeah.
Seems like Dracula is lost in this matchup. He doesn't seem to have a lot of options to deal with her. Okay, we can see weapon flipping technique. No!
Takes a knockdown.
Why? Why are you going for the weapon flipping?
I'm not sure.
It's still working, right? After the grab.
I'm not aware of all of his options.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't played him since the update.
Yeah,
so
the update.
Again. This is not. This wasn't a combo, and it's already.
Yeah, but Carazo looks in full control right now.
He's doing whatever he wants. He just jump, do his things. He doesn't care at all about what Galford can do.
Yes.
So maybe the matchup is like that. Well, we see Dracula trying to keep some distance and trying to pull out his options, but we see, nice recall console with the fireball. Okay, can punish that. Nice.
Chooses the knockdown, maybe for the OG game.
Knockdown, and also because he was afraid to be a little late, so going for an unblockable option was smart at that moment. So the matter is full, and this is not gonna work at all, and it's gonna be fully punished with the weapon flipping technique, with the damage and the weapon loss. And no more rage explosion possible with the common grab. It's over. What is up? Now, go for your weapon, but if you use... No, it was over. It was over anyway. Doesn't matter anyway.
You cannot access the Reg Explosion without
Yeah,
weapon.
that's so. It was awesome.
So
Incredible game from Vix with a very, very, very convincing Darley. Oh my god, who defeated him? Who sent him? Who sent this guy to losers?
mhm.
Oh, wait, oh well, he lost to Benji Buckley. Okay, makes sense.
We're gonna go on a break right now.
Right.
5 minutes or so, guys. Maybe take the chance to, just share us on Twitter, make people aware that we're there. Ask questions, maybe, and we can take them on quite quickly after the break. So see you in a bit.
Okay, see you for top 8.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the stream and welcome back to the tournament. I hope you are enjoying this event. I hope you're having fun. We are going to move on with our next match, top 8 now, and it should be Benji against Rod.
Yeah.
So we're just, setting up in the background.
So top 8 is starting. I'm just looking at the names and I'm seeing 4 French players in the top 8.
France representing as usual.
Well, they're gonna kill each other on the losers, but I guess that they're here. So I haven't seen Sigurd playing yet. I think we haven't seen him playing. Sigurd against Maidonos Lamu on the other semi-final. We have Benji against Rod. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be Yashamaru versus Ukyo. I think.
Oh, Yashamaru.
2 guys from the UFA UFA band, UFA crew. And the losers are also looking interesting with Chaco with his Jubei against Kusa 14 and Rick Meister versus Vix. So all the games from now are gonna be stacked. So please stay here for some incredible Samurai Shodown action. And if you're missing that, if you're like, oh no, why I'm not playing? I could do better than them. Keep in mind that every 2 weeks, this is where it happens. Go register and come play with some of the European finest players.
Maidon Lamuz is reporting that his game is not starting, so maybe for the team that is doing communication in the background and setting things up, get in touch with Maidon Lamuz and see what problems he's having. But we should be ready soon for the current match once again. Rod against Benji. It would be interesting to see Yashamaru. See, I don't know how to quite place Yashamaru. I think he has some definite problems. I see like his WFT being extremely situational. I don't want to say useless because you can always get creative in games like that, and I don't play the characters.
You can say it's useless. I'm a Yashamaru player. I'm a Yashamaru main. So this character is interesting because in last UFA, I think they were like 4 or 5 Yashamaru in top 8.
Mm-hmm.
So this character is not one of the strongest or easiest character to use, but because of his double jump ability and his normals, he's annoying to play as long as your opponent is very, very patient. So I think his strength is related to the behavior of the player, and not only to the character tools, because you can use you're not allowed to use any special move outside of very, very risky things. So it's just about pushing the right button at the right moment and using the right moment to jump. That's all. It's all about that. So if you're a lazy player and don't want to learn many moves to use, and you want to play with just 1 or 2 buttons, is the perfect character for you.
Cool. Thanks for the insight. And at the moment, Rod takes the back throw, gets his life lead a little bit higher. Anti-airs.
Oh, nice. Oh, the whiff punish. Come on, Rod is displaying a very, very solid gameplay. It is, oh my god, the
back Tsubame, wow, on the run.
Tsubame. And not punished at all. Oh, nice block on the overhead, and it's gonna kill!
Wow, the confirmed there and
Control.
the knowledge of the space. Another thing that I want to remind people is that the Tsubame versions are all different, and you have to punish them differently, and you have to have the knowledge. Backdash Tsubame, Tiger Knee Tsubame, and regular Tsubame, Air Tsubame. So it's kind of quite a heavy knowledge that you need to have. But while I say this, already 50% gone.
Oh my god! What happened? He missed up his button. He didn't use, or maybe he wanted to go for a reset with the DP. And while we are talking, Crush closes the game in a perfect way.
1-0.
No
extremely
chance
fast.
for the Yashamaru player.
I'm
Guys,
wondering if the big
let's
whiff
follow.
that happened that was related to the side switch, because while he was jumping, Rod was kind of running under him.
Maybe. Maybe.
Sign that happens.
No, because this wasn't the right button. It's not side switch.
Okay.
It wasn't the right button. This is the H version goes in the air, but you can go for a reset by canceling the standing medium into the cross-up DP because his rage was full. I think that's what he wanted to, or he's just missed his buttons. And when you're talking about the different Tsubame, you know that also the backdash Tsubame has two versions. There's the perfect backdash Tsubame with all the hits, and there's another one, and they don't put you at the same distance on block.
Not at the same frame advantage.
Oh, nice!
Deflect, and he runs at the other side.
He missed. This is a missed. It's easy to miss the SSM, even if it looks simple command. It's very easy to miss.
Fair enough.
If you go too fast, it's something that happens. But the read on the counter was perfect.
Yeah, Fuzzy looks like has right now a better understanding and has slowed down the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
More in control, very good life lead right now. Doesn't block the second rack, and maybe was not expecting
it happens. It happens because you expect only one hit. No, this is not good. This is not good for Prod, who is taking the overhead.
10 seconds left. I wouldn't invest anything if you can do it without resources, but no. Fuzzy takes round 1 now.
Yeah.
Adapting to Rod.
Yeah, Benji showing a better control of space. And with the jump in, he's right to do that at the beginning of the round, just to start putting some pressure, and unfortunately he couldn't confirm his 2 hits.
Well, still 50% gone.
Yeah, of course.
Life lead, great situation. His rage meter is building up. His opponent rage meter is about to deplete.
Well, Ukyo's rage meter is the one that stays longer in the game.
Yeah.
Because he's a very calm character in the story, but once you're under him, he doesn't forgive you easily. Oh, nice!
Anti-air.
That becomes invincible after the starting frames. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? Did he try to do something? Because he's invincible during the activation. I think he tried to do
invincible all the way through the activation.
I was expecting him to do the Isen actually as an anti-air move, but maybe he missed the input.
It was quite late for the Isen, so maybe, I don't know, try to backdash? I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, but Benji took that game in a very convincing way, exactly the same way Rod took the first game. But now Benji seems to be quite more comfortable with the matchup. Rod still is looking for ways to get in, but couldn't go across this far medium slash, which is one of Yashamaru's strongest tools. But also, every strong tool, when if it's used too frequently, it can become your end, because at this range it's very easy to just throw a counter reflex, especially at a range where you're not hit by the attack, because you have to know that the reflect hitbox go further than your own character hurtbox. So sometimes you create some fake space just to have the perfect reflect.
The reaction on the whiff on the Tsubame with the dive in.
Yeah, that was amazing, crazy. And here we go with Yashamaru shenanigans and the block, and this has to do perfect finish because he has the corner, so he can do the 3 hits versions. And here we go, it's over. 1 round and game like all the match we say in French. It's a game set. I don't know how you say that in English, but well, if Rod wins that round, he goes to the winners final. Good punish from Benji using the crouching H. Again, after the throw, the rage meter is full. The Tsubame can be very dangerous at that moment. So this is the perfect moment to go for slides. Only slides and never go for Tsubame. Or anti-Tsubame could be really strong in that situation. If you cannot stop Yashamaru from jumping, you're done for it. And I think he missed.
But at the same time, if you cannot stop him, you also want to keep a safe range and let him to do his thing. If you're playing at the range where he has, you know, a lot of options and where he has the advantage, of course, it's going to be a hard time for you.
With a nice punish.
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. Last round. Both players still have their rage full, so anything can happen. Whatever is going on with the life matters. Anything can happen. Oh, nice Tsubame on with finish. That was great. A great way to tell his opponent, stop throwing your moves. I can punish you from very far away.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. He's leading him to the corner, and now he has a perfect control. Nice double jump, and then they switch position.
Yeah, he goes behind. That's something that I would like to see Rod do a little bit more, because especially at the beginning of the game, it was very relevant to run behind and anti-air
Nice
because of the floating jumps.
Nice air-to-air Tsubame. That's the key in this matchup, I think. And Rod controlling the space, having a little advantage, but getting hit little by little, and we have Benji getting... Oh, it's very close. Very, very close. Very, very close. And this isn't over. This is
big punish.
Yeah, but we can do it. We can do it. Oh, why? Why did you do that? Why did you activate it at that moment? You could have another chance if you kept it. But he's going for the slide, and no, anything can happen. Anything can happen. They're waiting for it to deplete, and it's over. Over, yes. And it's Rod from
Rod takes
who got the game.
See, another thing that I did not understand. Like I don't know the startup on top of my head of the SSM, but see when Benji with the air move, Yashimara, I'm not sure about the name, the roll thing, it could have been punished by SSM, can't it?
I don't think so, because the recovery on block on the EX version is very fast. It's faster.
Okay, it was EX.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you want to go for hard punish, you always got him on block. You have to do something fast. Not sure, even close, if Ukyo's super is fast enough. But mad props to Luxembourg, Prod making it to the winners final, defeating the European champ and sending him to loser bracket.
Yeah, and we're gonna see him again fighting for his life this time, and to embrace that style.
Very interesting. I love to see what the games we've just seen is what I love about Summer of Shodown. Is it was only about controlling space, using the proper move at the proper moment. Sometimes having some kind of craziness. Sometimes just keep your distances, and that's all about that. And using the range of your weapon, because it's a weapon-based game, is the key in some of the matchups, as we could see. And yeah, great game displayed by those two players. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Benji again coming back from hell. But for now, we have the other semifinals with Maidono's Lamu with his Shizumaru and Sigurd that we haven't seen yet. So we're gonna discover this player right now, I think.
Yeah,
Rod is so happy. He said that he can't believe it.
He underestimates himself sometimes. He's a very good player. I played him in different games.
He defeated Crimson at UFA in a very convincing way. And I remember that Crimson went to Luxembourg and won the tournament over there. So he came back to France, to Crimson's place, to beat him, to revenge the whole country. And that was great. And that was great to do. And yeah. He's definitely one of the European prevalent, like important players now. Rod, for sure.
And he plays also a lot of games as well. He plays Breaks Revenge. He plays some older KOF. We played some games together online, and is a very good player. Yeah.
Yeah, and still young, still very young, compared to the SNK base
old man
average age. So lot of room for improve. Oh my God, Sigurd is taking Nakuru. Sigurd is on the semi-finals with Nakuru.
I'm not sure if he went all the way with Nakaruru because, you know, we didn't see his matches. But yeah, it's quite surprising to see. It's not a character you see a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a
her.
lot wrong with her. And she has amazing options when it comes, like, you know, resist. No, WFT is very fast.
Yeah, controlling the corner. I've practiced with her a lot. Kept her as a secret counter pick. So I know her. I know her. She can be ridden. This is, guys. This is too strong, but not strong enough. Stop.
Ouch.
Maidono's Shizumaru. Nice.
The key parry into the power.
Into Guard Council. That's what you have to do. Oh, nice move. Nice use of the jump middle, if I'm not wrong, with Shizumaru.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nakuru.
For a job anyway.
Yeah, Nakuru is a character, a dangerous character. 51, hard to use, but don't underestimate her. So, really.
She can punish a lot of things other characters cannot with her WFT. So it's key to try and get rage as fast as you can. Maybe, you know, a character where parries will be more valuable because they build meter. So a lot of small things to keep in mind and make this game great.
Yeah, I love also her ability to cross up the rolls when she goes on her bird. That's really that's completely invisible to see. It's risky to do, but if you have your rage meter, the damage out of that is huge. So now both characters in kind of the same situation. Not a lot of time left on the timer. Still the advantage for Maidonos because he has the first round. Both rage meter were not used yet.
He's the bird for his trouble.
Oh, no cancel. Oh, nice air to air. Oh, the grab could be finished in a better way, but I think he just put the button and the random DP because sometimes you have to do. And run. You see, if this is the mix-up I was talking about, running button or running throw. This is what he did. If you just evade, you can counter both. And
oh my god!
Perfect use.
He just closed the button. Yeah, wow. The timing on the float into jump C was pretty insane. Very, very precise. Good job.
Yeah, crazy. That's really, really good. But I told you, in this situation, if Nakoruru just went for the evade...
they're not seeing the match. Hold on. Can anybody...
No. They
oh, is it solved?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, second game. 1-0 for Maidonos with his Shizumaru. Good time. And another random DP, and why not?
Well, they're not random if they hit 3 times in a row, though.
If it hits, it's good. Okay, for now he's looking really good. Maidonos controlling distance, not looking afraid at all of that. Nakuru, wow. He can move like he wants, jump on her, not afraid of anything. Now this is all about forcing your opponent to be afraid of one option and beat him with the counter option. It's all about that. But if you cannot make your opponent afraid by an option, then whatever you try, nothing will happen.
And sometimes also, like, the big life lead is a currency. You can take a risk when you have such a big life lead and you know your system is gone. You have to consider a few things, but you can definitely take some risks sometimes when it comes to having an 80% life lead. So
yeah, sure. Now we go for maybe the last set point for Shizumaru. Kuru trying to keep the pressure, and now look at the play with a 10% damage bonus due to the counter hit state. Tries. Okay, that was good. That was a good punish, but no confirm. He doesn't use the option select. Normally, all the standing medium like that could be converted to special moves to do the option select. Nakuru with the rage meter and go for the DM. Where the weapon shooting technique
doesn't use the rage explosion. quite.
He's confident about the what's going on, what's gonna happen. So, but he
And he
can't,
has a round to play.
get his weapon. But he still have a lot of moves without the weapon. But he got it. Ooh la la, like we say, ooh la la. This could be the end. This could have been the end. He has his force. He's forced to use the rage matter, and I told
that's
you.
the evade we were talking about.
I told you guys the evade. No mix-ups. I just avoid everything you try and kill you. Maidonos Lamu going to the winners final with the very, very convincing Shizumaru gameplay. No risk, sometimes some craziness, good control, jumps, and that's enough. Enough to go to the winners final.
And another thing to keep in mind, if you are Maidono's opponent there, your answer there, if you're expecting it, it's a big read, running, stop, wait for the evade is a non-recovery.
Exactly. So you have to create that layer. And what I was saying earlier, and I think that's why Sigurd was struggling, is in this game, especially in this game, well, it's in all fighting games, but in this game, you cannot make your opponent free to something if he is not afraid about the other option. So you have to create a situation where your opponent starts to worry about at least two things. If you only go for one obvious thing, the opponent will always read you like an open book. So always try to confuse your opponent with at least show him that you can do both things. Especially in the beginning of the games, earlier, where you have a lot of sets, you have two sets. First round, try to show your opponent, hey, I can go for the two path. So be aware. Create that in your opponent's mind, because thinking that he will automatically go and fear for the danger is not true. Because first, your opponent may be not aware about the other danger, and two, if you don't do it, your opponent will just keep saying you will never do it. Mm-hmm. So always try to show at least two paths of one mix-up game when you wanna create an opening. Keep that in mind, especially in tournament. That's very important.
And from personal experience, I can tell you, you're going to meet a lot of players where you have shown them the two paths. You've shown them both of the risks. They will still refuse to be deterred from whatever they're doing. Mm-hmm. So another skill to have as a player is not to be deterred when they are not deterred.
Of course.
So,
course. That makes sense. But if you go for A and A never works, maybe B can be a solution. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I do know those kind of players that are stubborn and
they just refuse to adapt. We're having some connection problems.
You have to recreate room. We'll recreate room.
Okay, they need to restart the lobby. Should be taking literally a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, guys, about the game, about East London Fighters, about the casters, the people working in the back, please feel free to ask in the chat right now while we waiting for the lobby to be remade. We're happy to answer questions to the best of our abilities, of course.
And drink water. It's good.
Yeah. Hydrate.
You never drink enough.
Hydrate both.
If you think you drink enough water, you're wrong. More.
Unless you're drinking more than 12 liters a day. But by that point, you'll be dead. So. It's an actual thing. It's called...
I know.
What's it called? Something with drowning, like self-drowning or something like that. It's an actual thing. Too much of anything can kill you.
Yeah, of everything.
But yeah, nobody's gonna drink 12 liters a day. It was just a little curiosity of people be like, wait, water can kill you? So we received the invitation. We're going back into the lobby. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have guilds. Not even Gil has guilds.
Alright, so next game is gonna be loser bracket game between.
So we're moving to losers bracket, yeah.
So Kusa 14 against Sigurd is gonna be the first one. So Nakoruru versus Genjuro, right?
Yes, he was using Genjuro. Unless
So
he's,
Kusa
you know,
14 defeated Chaco 2-0.
Wow.
Actually, okay. So this is what happened on loser bracket. We haven't seen that game. So Chaco, one of the best, Jubei got defeated by Kusa 14 2-0, and Kusa is still going on.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I wasn't watching. Okay, there we are. We're ready.
So, where is Sigurd from?
I am not sure. I'm not aware of that. Maybe somebody in the chat that knows him can tell us, or I'm not familiar with
Sweden.
this player.
Okay, Sweden versus UK/France/Morocco.
Shenatilallas
So
svenskar.
if Kusa wins, it's a Moroccan victory. If he loses, it's a UK loss.
Wow!
This
Wow!
is
He put the option select like that. Oh my!
And if he does descent, he's French.
Okay.
You got it. Then here we go. So the sister battle with Kusa playing is Rimuru. So I was right when I told you that he has a Rimuru. Wasn't just talking. He do play her. So we're gonna see a sister battle.
Oh wow! The running C auto-correcting but missing the target.
Yeah.
Also red versus blue. You know, the classic colors of versus on video games online.
Exactly. Player 1
nice
and player 2. Yeah. Well, their designs, the Rimuru's design evolved pretty much, so they don't look the same anymore, but usually they shared the kind of very similar sprites back in the days, especially in Samurai 4 and 3.
Oh wow, didn't block the all the kick.
Yeah. So Sigurd is trying desperately to invert the solution.
Round cross up.
He does that a lot. Kusa does that a lot. Don't roll.
It is a mix-up. It is a mix-up because your evade takes time to start up. So it's not like you can roll and evade. You need sometimes, so if it's meaty enough, you just need to block it. It's no other way out.
Exactly. The evade
unless you have a DP.
Kuru trying to keep the distance while Rimuru has her rage meter full, but it's depleted. And again, running attack. Oh, nice use of the bird in anti-air. You know that this bird is KOF player's worst nightmare, right?
especially version 1.
Yeah, in the first days, So everybody still has nightmare.
Scarred.
Yeah.
Wow, the dive to basically air to air. What an angle, but Kusa doesn't care.
Doesn't care at all. It takes one very convincing way.
Very effortlessly, yeah. It was very, very convincing.
Oh, Benji defeated Vix 2-0 outside of the stream.
Okay.
So Benji is still going on. I'd say it was my favorite for that tournament, but we're gonna see. Rod wasn't didn't agree with me.
So the moment's a bit of study. Wow, yes, throws a fireball at a very bad moment. Not what she's clinging at the bird. Sigurd is using the fireball as an anti-air in a very good way. I didn't imagine that move working like that, but very interesting. Nice with finish. Nice. Another dive. Her dive have been on point. You know, Sigurd's dive has been really on point in this match. If there's something I can call out.
He has no choice because that's one of Nakuru's strongest tools. No, little by little, Kusa is pushing him. Oh my god! On the start of
What's an interruption? What's an interruption?
Yeah. Just go for it. He just went for it. Run and go. And I don't. The Sigurd defensive game doesn't. Oh, good.
Yes, uses the rage explosion to.
I don't think it was wise to do it that soon, but maybe I think Kusa feel really confident in this game. That's why he did it.
Could be the confidence that is.
Yeah, I think it was
choose that option.
Confidence decision.
Wow.
Nice block.
Oh,
and the
good
punish.
block, yes, and good punish. And he gets the corner. He loses it now, though, with the roll. You have to be aware of that as well. You know, he can roll out of the corner and use big advantage.
He rolls
Slides under the bird. Cross up. This time he goes for the throw. Very smart.
Yeah, because you know when you roll, you are throwable at the first frame. So you put yourself in a mind game, and Seeger's main weakness in this game is that he always went for rolling. And it was easy, very easy for Kusa to predict the roll and then put him in a situation where he has to choose. While if you don't roll, just keep, and you cannot be thrown, you cannot be crossed up. So just wake up and block.
And he was also like rolling almost always at the back, so it doesn't need.
They
didn't even need two options.
Very easy to very easy to predict. So Kusa is still going on the tournament, and he's gonna face Benji, who defeated him on winner's bracket. So we're gonna have a rematch between Kusa and Benji. And I heard that they live close to each other. I think they live like 10 minutes. So maybe they can do the match offline. He can go to his place and they can play the game. But yeah, they used to play together as what I heard.
Fair enough. It's good inside knowledge to have. Another thing to mention, guys, especially if you're getting into Samurai Shodown, you know, now, and it's maybe your first Samurai Shodown, keep an eye on the old ones as well. For example, Fight Special has a very active community, and it's probably part of the reason why, you know, SNK consider a return of Samurai Shodown. Fight Special has recurring events, especially if you're in America. Of course, they have a big community there. It's a fairly cheap game. It goes on discount as well, quite a lot. They've just redone the network infrastructure, right? They swapped to GGPO, and there's a fully uncensored version. I don't remember the platform. Is it PS4 or Steam, or is it both?
Both, I think. Steam.
Both. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I was about to say that, you know what? The winner of the tournament actually is going to win this game. Samurai Shodown 5 Special on Steam. That's a gift from SNK.
Wow.
So, the community is going to grow.
Of course.
Okay, let's see now the critical, the rematch between Benji and Kusa. Kusa defeated him. Benji defeated him 2-0 on quarterfinals on the winner bracket. So this is the rematch. So Kusa only lost to Benji in the whole tournament.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very, very impressed with Kusa, especially with his Nakoruru, his Genjuro, Rimururu and Genjuro play, but especially Rimururu because it's not a character you see a lot.
Yeah. I experienced that last time, and I could see that he put some time on the character. So now they're playing classic samurai game using the length of their swords. And they really, really, really respect each other. As you can see, they keep their distance, trying to look for the perfect opening. Not a lot of risk taken. See, only some, good DP, good as an anti-air. So only poking games and trying to react to what is reactable. Oh, that was dangerous.
Just slightly early with that deflect. You could have actually disarmed, right? Or is it a special?
No, you can't disarm that move. I think he was looking for the running medium, because running medium. What? Okay. Yeah, that was the good punish to do at that moment. He could do something less expensive, but you want to make sure that you kill. Just do it. I don't know why Benji did that. Maybe he was expecting a throw, because you can make throw width if you do it at the right timing. And now he's going for the craziness with Yashamaru. That is good. but still gonna... Oh, he missed the combo. The punish was there. This was a good thing. Nice use of the farm medium. Now we see Yashamaru having a better control. Remember that both characters already used their SSM, so they're not gonna be anyone in this match. Nice evade, but unfortunately he was too greedy to try to get a DP out of it.
I'm really liking Benji's poking game with the mediums. It's quite unpredictable.
Well, I will tell you something. This is everything Yashamaru has. So you have no choice. If you don't do that, just pick another character. Now he has no weapon, and he's really weak without a weapon. He has absolutely no option. His overhead is okay, but that's it. And Kusa perfectly controlling space, the distance.
What a block on the low!
Yeah, nice grab. He took his weapon back. He can use his Razor Explosion to get another chance, and that's what he's doing. And now anything can happen. The cross up. Yeah, the shenanigans. And read of the DP.
Yes.
And it's not over.
It's not over yet, but it's really close. Great situation to be right now in. He has to be careful with the jumps, because Genjiro has a very good DP. Fast, with a big hitbox.
Yeah. You know what? I think he could have finished with the super. The useless one.
Aye.
Oh. Activation from Genjiro. Now, out of nowhere. Okay. What is going on? And the jump in!
The jump in.
Cut him in half. First game for Kusa 14 in a very close game. 1-0. Maybe the revenge game. So yeah, maybe he could punish with the super. I'm pretty sure with the fact that they add recovery frames on Genjiro's DP.
Punish or block. Far C.
Nice block on the Rekas. Oh, this is a wrong input. When you see that move from Genjiro, it's when he's trying to do fireball. Nice, good block on the front back mix up on the roll. Perfect space control from Benji. Oh, and the reflect. Nice. Was smart enough to know that he couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, because it was quite late and far away.
Oh, nice anti-air. And it's kind of complicated in this round. You can just chip him to the death or force him to use his Rage Explosion.
Something to note is he tried to go for the deflect in the corner because he could have landed this as a salmon and he did it right now, but nope.
Nice use. Perfect control from Benji with his Yashamaru. Oh, and this is not good. Look at the damage.
Yeah, the whiff costed them so much.
Then the mix-ups, and then the mix-up. You see, he's wise. He chose to not roll, not put himself into mix-ups.
Yes.
Nice to confirm.
And the conversion.
Remember, in this game there is no damage reduce or hit scaling. Damage scaling, you got everything.
Unless your combo comes from the throw.
Yeah. Well, the throw, everything is allowed. And then no chance from Kusa for Kusa. Perfect control of space. With this is Yashamaru. So you've been asking what to do with the character. This is what you're supposed to do. No special moves, nothing. Only normals, keeping the distance, jumping, and that's it. And be very patient.
Wow.
And the reason I play him is because I'm lazy to practice in the game. So I know I can just play with 2 buttons. That's true.
The lazy tech.
Yeah. I don't have time, unfortunately, to practice to be at the top player's level. So I need to hide behind some characters' ability.
Good point. So now Kusa in the corner. Benji letting him out quite freely. Maybe he wants to play on his range, you know.
It looks like Kusa is lost. Doesn't know what to do in this situation. Ow! When you see the double jump, you can DP. He's too afraid of doing that. But if you don't DP against against this character, it's over. I don't like the Genjiro matchup because of the DP, you know? But if the Genjiro is never DPing, no problem.
Yeah, of course.
Because the key is never DP the normal jump. Well, Benji doesn't never do a single jump. So the key is always wait for the re-jump and then try to anti-air. That's it. Oh,
the deflect and the rage powered
damage. And 9 seconds left. And then we can get additional damage. And maybe he can play with the watch. Yeah. Oh, nice! Where are you running, boy? Where are you running?
Big button.
And they dropped his weapon. They both dropped their weapon.
This is over.
Swordsmanship.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so set point for Kusa 14 for a place for the losers final and get his revenge against Benji.
Oh, the DP again.
This is what I was talking about. Please, anti-air, use the DP. If you're not doing that, you're over.
Wonder if he's listening to you.
Maybe he is. That's why you see Benji starting using normal jump and not double jump. You see, sometimes go for the normal because your opponent cannot react if you do the double jump. This is dangerous. Always.
Resets into a throw. Very smart.
Always crouch L into run grab. This is especially been doing that the whole tournament, and I never seen anyone avoiding that.
Yeah.
Back again. Okay, rage explosion. Benji looks desperate.
Oh, he could have waited for that jump.
It's the final countdown. We're living together. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
There's still a lot of bar to be
I
defeated,
think
so
he can
scary
still
to
throw
wait.
something. Da-da-da-da. You know he can chip into that with the
the overhead.
Yeah. With the weapon flipping technique, he could kill him.
Yes, because he can
cannot
chip.
react with the rage explosion. Especially
Unless we
in-
have another Evo Moment 37 and you get all the buttons right.
Yeah, well, the computer can do it, but I can't do it as a human. Oh, nice, perfect confirm on that hit. Okay, he disarmed it. It's
Yes,
over.
push him to the corner now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Very
check
smart.
Check
Away from his weapon.
because if they switch sides, it's over.
No.
Oh no! You let him!
Okay, he gets a punish for it though.
Okay, but
Can be
remember,
worse.
he has his SSM. Yashamaru still has his SSM. He can still kill Genjiro in one attack if he can do a good read and he roll and put himself in a situation where he can get grabbed. Genjiro
Looking
still
great now,
has
though.
his rage.
Take the big
Overhead roll and
Oh,
in
nice. It doesn't block it. It doesn't block it this time. It's blocked it before. But it doesn't block it this time, so
Yeah.
Kusa takes it. Eliminating
Kusa
Benji from the tournament, right?
Yeah, that's it was
Was a very
Amazing.
good match. I enjoyed it.
amazing till the end. Congratulations for those two players. They displayed a really great gameplay and good game to Benji. Still keeping it to the top, being top 4, but he has to let other players go on now. And we have Kusa that only been defeated by Benji. He just defeated his nemesis, so it looks like nothing can stop him from coming back from hell. So we're gonna switch now to the winners final between the two players that haven't been defeated yet in the tournament. Prod
Yeah.
from Maidonos. Where Maidonos is from, guys?
Anybody knows the nationality, guys, of Madonas? France. Somebody
France.
said France. Yeah. So
La France, merci.
France represent.
La France est présente ce soir. Big up à tous les Français qui nous suivent. Vous êtes bel et bien présents sur Samurai Shodown. Alright, so we're gonna have a France versus Luxembourg winners final with the French/Moroccan/UK waiting on losers bracket. So I told you when he wins he's Moroccan. If he loses, he's from UK. And if he does well, he's French. That's the option.
Okay. Field the option selects.
Okay, we're gonna start. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first Samurai Sunday Showdown from East London Fighters, we have Maidonos Lamu with Shizumaru against Prod with Tachibana. Guys, remember, if you want to support that tournament, please go to the link. You can give free money. Yes, that sounds crazy. Just go into the Matcherino link, put the coupon code, and you're going to give 50 cents for free. That's going to go support the prize pool. So if you want to support those awesome players and reward them by doing something completely free, please go there. It's very easy, very quick, and you still have time until the end of the tournament. So go there. You're gonna see the links on the chat.
Any direct contribution is also welcome, and you can still buy those amazing t-shirts in many ways. But right now, let's go back to the game. 40% already gone. The deflect! Oh my god! Confidence!
Yeah!
Oh, the big whip.
So hard!
Oh, he didn't have the weapon to punish, but he didn't have access to ESSM without the weapon?
No.
On the big whiff, just a little kick there.
Oh.
Have you seen? Oh, that's a big whiff.
But no punish?
I know why, and I'll tell you after the end of the round.
Because of the animation, he was afraid to get hit by the umbrella.
Exactly, and there's a lot of games in which the hitbox are a little bit skanky. Look at the life lead. Why would you take the risk? Just
come on.
punish.
We've all been hit by Cheng ass on his super.
Correct.
Oh, he's running. You say, "Oh, hey, whiff, you want to punish?" You hit his ass, and you're put on the super. You don't know why.
When the boy is thick, he's thick.
Yeah. So Rod doing a really good job on the first round and still having that space control. Oh, the Tsubame whipping, gonna be hard punish.
DP.
Nice with the DP. So I guess there's no charge move from Shizumaru, because if he was charging from the first round, trust me, he will not do DP on him.
Yeah.
Nice. I love the way Rod moves, the way he runs stop, and always puts you under pressure with Tachibana Ukyo. You see, look, hey, you don't know what's going on. So fast gameplay.
And the big DP, this is over. Oh, right, of course. He has the bar. Nope. We don't believe in his sense. They're not real.
It's the real life Ukyo. He is so calm. He knows that.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw it. Just gonna wait.
Everything under control.
Oh my god! Look, some more guys. They are here. They waited for Samurai Shodown to finally display their talent to the world.
Oh, the DP there.
God, with this amazing Tachibana Ukyo.
Made on us right now, trying to push back, trying to get some more control in there.
Yeah.
Gets the far C.
The damage.
Brain control and another DP. His anti-airs have been on point. Rod now gets a back throw. Doesn't go for the confirm. Maybe is scared he would whiff, especially in that situation where it could have been that. So smart.
Oh my god, nice anti-air. Tsubame, and then we're going closer and closer.
Oh, he whiffs.
The
there's your neutral jump. Remember me mentioning the key neutral jump of Maidonas?
What?
Remember last time I mentioned the key neutral jump Maidonas used to have? He keeps on going.
He's shown that.
Scary.
Shown that. He's under his umbrella, Ella, his umbrella, Ella, hey.
So,
it's Shizumaru's song. And
another slash there. Right now the light lead for Rod. Never mind. Especially with these two big whiffs. He's adapting to the running throws though.
Yeah.
So whether it's evading, whether it's neutral jumping C's, he's finding ways to not deal with that pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you know why it's worth going for the throws against Kyo? Because his jump is so slow that even if he jumps, he has issues to really punish you. So the risk reward against jumping is worth if you consider the fact. Oh, that's gonna kill.
That can be slightly mitigated though by backdash Tsubame at some ranges.
Yeah, but backdash Tsubame, if you do that, you're already reacting and expecting that. But jumping is an overall option against a lot of other things. It's a way to take control. But Ukyo cannot do that. He's not allowed to have a normal jumping game in this because of the slow animation of his jump. That's why Ukyo must play again. I will say it with the evade to create a real mix-up situation. Because if not, nobody is afraid of just run and throw him. And we're seeing Maidonos displaying a better game in that second game, putting both players at the same one by one. I don't know if it's first to 2 or first to 3 for the winners final.
I don't remember top of my head from the rules because I did not read that part because I was commentating, so I couldn't enter.
Yeah, I wasn't playing, so I didn't read through.
But I'm sure the people in the back know.
Yeah. Okay, nice. With the slash, hard slash. And then we have Maidonos keeping the control and having a slight advantage over Rod. Rod, I mean. Ooh! Nice! But no
killed though.
SSM. Well, SSM will force him to use his. Oh, nice! I knew. I saw what he tried to do. He just missed his running input. He tried to create to make his opponent believe he could get the weapon, and he missed his run input. He was too fast.
Both on the anti-air try and on the throw. What a challenge from Maidonos.
Yeah.
The delayed jumping medium and the heavy anti-air. Wow, great. That Spanish bot, yes.
Tsubame not punished. The rage matter is full. Tsubame can deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's playing passive. It wants, the meter to
nice
to deplete, but it takes time.
Tsubame at that
there it goes.
The hitbox would be enough. Nice punish from Maidonos, who has a perfect control. Rage matter is still there. Rod can still activate it, and here we go. Then
that could have been the end. Oh my god, still has it.
Yeah, he hasn't used it.
Yes! And that's a counter it, doesn't it?
Right. He saved his round by a perfectly timed Isen. And then they both has to play without it. So they are in the same position. Oh,
the satisfaction of those big bars turning red.
Look at the damage, look at the damage. It's
yes,
only just started.
60% gone. 70 now.
Come on, Rod, what's going on? Oh, and another run into grab, and then
this is extremely hard. This is what it comes to. This is your moment without the comebacks mechanics.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There it goes. A perfect. Is that a perfect?
Yes, it's a perfect.
Wow.
Perfect.
Maidonos just closing it with a perfect.
So it's first to 2. I've heard. It means that Maidonos is going to the grand final, guys. France is here, looking for that first place. While we're gonna have a very interesting game between Kusa and Prod that didn't happen yet. So we're gonna see France versus France/UK/Morocco versus Luxembourg/Italy, I think. It's an international tournament, so makes sense.
No Brexit here. Yeah, I'm in Dundee, Scotland.
No, I'm in Morocco.
Morocco. Yeah, it's in Morocco.
From North Africa, guys. There's the flag there. Yeah, no, I'm actually in Morocco.
Yeah, it's in Morocco.
So you cannot make this more international.
And we can make it more international next time. Just get some other countries involved that didn't have a representation today.
Yeah.
Just get people in there.
We don't have Spanish players? I don't think so.
We do have a Spanish player, but there's nobody from Italy, for example.
You know who are missing? The Belgium. Belgium, they have a Samurai Shodown community, and they were at the top 8 in UFA. They had a player there. So we need to get the Belgium guys. They need to be there. Yeah, it's-
Regardless, a lot of fun, a lot of people involved, a lot of you watching the stream and in the chat, keeping us company, guys. This is great to see.
yeah. A lovely way to spend it Sunday.
Yes. Especially coming back from Begin yesterday. Shout outs to the Scottish guys organizing there.
And then we're gonna see Rimuru against Ukyo.
Interesting.
So Rimuru was his real main, or what? Or maybe he wanna play with the matchup knowledge.
Maybe he prefers this matchup.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if you ask me, I'd rather go with Genjiro in this.
Look at that.
Yeah, the ice
Just
blocking
wait for the ice to melt.
to melt. Yeah.
So calm.
If you do a Tsubame, it has fire, right? Maybe you can melt it faster. Do Tsubame.
Yeah, but why would you whiff at that point? Just wait. Nice, confirmed. Gets the knockdown. Could have gone for the mix-up with the fireball. Didn't go for it. You know the one. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, but I think he'd rather go for the front back. Like he loves. Oh,
Yeah,
he
the
loves
ground cross-up.
oh, nice. The air to air. Oh,
Sets it up.
look at
Yes,
that.
that was so smart. It didn't
Yeah.
go for a punish. It go for a crazy mix-up, crazy setup, and it paid
Yeah.
off for him.
Oh, this is
However,
not safe. This is not safe, my friend. This is not safe.
the punish there on point.
Yeah. I think Genjo is a better matchup. I don't have a lot of knowledge, especially after the patch. I mostly played this game for Evo, but I'm not sure her neutral tools can stop Yukio from doing whatever he wants.
I think it's all about art read and reactions rather than bare tools.
Yeah, I guess so. But looks like Kusa is doing well for this round. Keeping the distance, keeping the range. Isn't Ukyo... He cannot react on the fireball with his sweeping technique? I think it's supposed to do that, like invincible to fireballs. But I don't know if it's fast enough to do it on reaction. Nice knockdown. And then we're gonna go for some cheap damage. Good patience from both players.
Yeah, it's trying to
Nice
wait
way to
because he knows it's an
Tsubame, no Tsubame. Nice!
Nice
He
answer, yeah,
challenged the jump with his normal and it pays off. Good from Kusa. No, just
Gets a knockdown.
what do you call it? The gambit. It was an interesting gambit. Slash into a special move at the beginning of the round. If it works, perfect. Nice finish.
Nice.
So he knows what he's doing. Good throw. And already?
Bummy, guys.
That early? Hi. Well, that... I don't know. You can... Oh!
I'm not
He
sure
was
what
afraid.
happened.
He was waiting for him to just mash the and I know I see what he did. He wasn't confident about his ability
Okay,
to
there's
punish.
the rage explosion. There's the whiff.
Whiff punish! No problem! Don't whiff anything! Don't whiff anything, man! This is the losers final, we're not here to joke! And I have to go because I have tons of beautiful ladies looking after me.
Chasing me.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, it's kid murder, right? And he's keeping the same character, he's not changing! Kusa is confident with his Rimuru.
To be honest, his Rimuru looked pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I have to say, the Kusa's making me reevaluate this character quite a lot because I haven't seen much of it.
He already made me change my mind about her when I played him. We agree on that. But maybe it can be interesting to use the fact that you have two games. If you play many characters, maybe to give a chance to the other, because now if you lose, it's over. So unless he's really confident and feels that he did something wrong on the game before, I don't get his choice. Or maybe he doesn't like the matchup at all with Genjiro.
Maybe something. I love the fact that when Rod gets the knockdown, it's 5 a day all the way.
Look,
apples flowing.
Perfect control. Overhead. No punish. He could do the weapon flipping, I think. On punish.
Oh!
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, guys,
It
remember.
worked out for him in the end, but it was scary that missed punish.
Yeah, no, but you know why? He could cancel the knockdown, the recovery on the ground by jump or backdash. That's why he couldn't go for medium to that. Dangerous. Because there is no recovery on jumping attacks in this game. You can cancel actually recovery with jump or backdash or anything. Look at that!
Oh my god, we're not taking the mix-up. Here they come! Here they come, the mix-ups with Tsubame or Slide.
He wants his run back on the grand final.
Oh god, yes, he has to. Don't. Please don't make any mistake.
No.
Okay, gets a knockdown.
On combo? Oh,
yes, that's a mistake. That's a mistake.
Don't jump!
He's still in a good position though. He still has the rage meter for himself. Yeah, his opponent has to take every single setup now. There's no way to escape. If he lands it, he lands it.
Rod is in a very good... Oh, he missed his Tsubame. That's why he got that move. Rod is still in good... But the damage, guys... Oh! That's early? He lost his advantage so quickly.
Maybe just wants to change the flow of the game though. You need to remember a lot of options become suddenly less safe when the rage... No!
It's not over.
A lot of damage, but still something. Yes, it's not gonna kill, but still gives him the life lead. Wow, what a call out there.
Yeah. Kusa fighting for his life, and he cannot stop those running.
Oh, the big whiff. He has to be careful. Consider your option. What's...
Oh my god!
The kill?
This is not gonna kill. The last option, last read, last thing.
Oh, wow, Kusa takes that.
With this last read, he just stayed on the ground. Oh my god, Kusa is still here, and he's like, you see, I was right using Muru again. Oh my god, but I still think that Rod used his rage explosion too early in the round. He had to keep that advantage.
It's 1-1 now.
Super tense. It's 1-1.
Wow.
And everything can happen. I mean.
Yes.
Tsubame, guys.
We didn't see Shiki from Rod either. If you think about it. Oh, now it's rolling into all the mix-ups.
No. Kusa is doing whatever he wants. He has that energy of saving the game, you know.
Yes, of course.
On the other hand, Rod is still maybe mad about himself, about the previous game, so he's perfectly using that advantage. And we're looking at that. Nice, you cannot
it's a big mental hit to take.
Yeah. And you see the difference in experience between both players. Kusa is a very, very old fighting game veteran, while Rod is from the new generation. And maybe that experience difference is what's gonna make the difference in this game. But it's not over yet. At
the same time, you gotta go full Taylor Swift, shake off all that happened in the previous game, and just play for your life.
Oh my god, this exists! He tried to do. He tried to confirm with the SSM on the trap on the ground.
It could be that on some angles he combos.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know.
Punish.
Doesn't go for the confirm. He was scared about rage.
He will force the rage, right? And this is not good for... Oh, this is good.
And that's it.
And it's Kusa's victory, guys! Oh my god! He turned the situation so quickly.
You want to know something? What's it called? Mr. Crimson did something similar in our match where he basically grabbed me. Like he ran in and grabbed me. I rage exploded. And I'm like, okay, now he has to chill. And as soon as I recovered from the rage explosion, it just instant me. I'm like, that was my time to shine.
Oh my god!
it was impressive. So
for that awesome comeback, and and congratulations to Rod for hitting the 3rd place. An awesome run from that young player from Luxembourg. Very, very. I'm really impressed. Congratulations for the 3rd place. And now we're gonna go for the grand final, the ultimate game, the ultimate showdown in Samurai Shodown.
We'll be
tonight.
waiting for Rod and the next event. I'm sure is going to level up. He's eager to play this game, and he's eager to play anything from SNK. Really, you give him a chance to practice, and I can see him, taking names. He's already taken many names. So
Yeah. Keep an eye on that player, guys. Keep an eye on Luxembourg, FGC. They are coming. They are getting bigger, and they are really motivated. So now we're gonna move for the final for a new game that we haven't seen. We have Kusa going down from the loser bracket and coming back from hell. He defeated his enemy and he's moving forward. Maidonos Lamu from France against Kusa 14 from UK/France/Morocco/ whatever you want. If you want to cheer for him, go for it. He may have some connection to your country.
Keep your option selects in mind.
Of course, always.
And it's time for grand final, boys. Get it hype. Let's see what happens here. Will we have a reset? Will we have a straight 3-0 with confidence? We don't know, but it's about to happen. We're so ready for it. Let's embrace that together.
And if you are nice boys and girls, stay till the end. We may have some announcements for you. So
okay,
keep that in mind. And here we go. The fated game, fated match. Kusa 14 against Maidonos Lamu. Maidonos Lamu hasn't been defeated yet on the World Tournament using his Shizumaru, while Kusa came back from hell after defeating all his rivals and switched back to Genjuro.
Somebody in the chat went PC release date. I don't think he has that information, but let's hope.
That could make sense. Maybe I can tell you something about the PC release date.
Oof.
But if it's bad news, I don't know you want them.
Maidonos is right now dominating.
Yeah, completely.
Very fast paced.
Moving a lot, doing whatever he wants with the ranges and controlling space. Look at the jump.
Oof! The jump forward, see. What a pickup!
Oh, good use of the. Oh, and again, jumping medium, perfect air to air. Now Chaco has some hints on what I'm gonna announce in the chat. And we have Kusa coming back again with his throw game, very aggressive throw game. So strong in this game, but also so dangerous. That's what makes them so. Oh! He made the Rekka whiff with the backdash umbrella.
That DP.
Yeah.
And another one right back at you.
Answer DP by DP. That's the law of fighting games. And oh my god.
Okay, takes him away from the weapon. Not
he
too
could use
far enough.
Careful
about the 6-6A. So it's a good option, especially with one big box.
SSM was enough. He couldn't rage explosion to avoid it because he lost his weapon. That was a bad move from Maidonos. SSM would have been enough to kill him and close the game. Guys, practice your execution. SSM is the key, especially if you have good reads like that. Don't waste them.
And a lot of time is not just about execution. You need to have the readiness of when the moment happens to remember, oh, I have this option in the back that is much more damageful than your C punish, your DP punish, your little combo.
Well, you know what I do in that situation? I always think about the option I'm gonna do before doing the reflect. So when I reflect, I do reflect into SSM. This is the reason. So when I do reflect, I think about what I'm gonna do after that. So that's the way I never forget.
It's a good thing to have, but at the same time, it might take away from the specific ranges and so on. Most SSM are good to be taken full screen or whatever that happens. But for example, Tum, if I get a close
you can't. I
cannot SSM. So
and sometimes if you are too far away, like with Genjo, we've seen that earlier. It cannot work. But for Shizumaru, he doesn't have that issue because he throws his umbrella.
Top tier privilege, and we get
nice comeback from Kusa using the rage, the Isen on the evade So we've been
Yes.
talking about that earlier.
Yes, we
Evade is a
mentioned.
good option to create layers, but once you open that layer, you expose yourself to your opponent reading that and reacting properly. And Kusa leading, and so I remember, guys, it's first to 3, and Kusa has to win 2 sets if you want to win the tournament because he's already on loser bracket. So Maidonos Lamu has a life if you want, as an additional life, and that's gonna be a good punish. Thank you, guys. We cannot react to that. Kill, I think, doesn't have a lot of life.
See all the turrets. Wow.
This is
80%.
This is embrace death, guys.
This is how you embrace that.
Yeah. Like embrace death, he kissed death. He went further with death.
That's a good clip to have after the tournament.
Yeah.
Just, you know, mentioning for Grim if you want a big spot. That's the moment.
Nice use of the weapon flipping technique, and he starts.
Yes, combos. Running A, sorry.
Yeah. To have the knockdown and get your weapon back. Kusa is still going in.
Oh, we don't float here, boys. It's not IT set.
Oh, he's afraid. He cannot react because he's afraid of the recall cancelling. Oh, nice. Too bad he could punish that with the DP. But because Shizumaru has the ability to run and punish because he can cancel his running medium. That's
oh, and another DP.
Kusa might take it.
Another one.
Another
one is DP land. Also in the chat, the French people say, "Don't beef, guys."
Kusa is on fire, guys.
On beef, ah.
Ooh. Maybe character change from. Maybe he's gonna use the character he played before Shizumaru was available. Because if he started the game at the beginning, he wasn't a Shizumaru player.
Oh, okay. We're getting shout outs from the direction that says Kusa for the premises of this tournament is British.
I can give you that. Well, going back to Haomaru, we're gonna have protagonist fight. The classic.
The mentor against the student.
Yeah, Kyo versus Yori.
They have a relationship in the lore. I'm not sure how much you know about the lore, but basically, how it's not. Yeah, it's not how is it.
They had the same master, but they went into different paths of seeking the true meaning of power. And since their way of seeing that are different, so they become rivals. That's it. So there's no one path you can finger.
They're probably the protagonists that I like the most out of all fighting games. I just click with them the most. I don't know why. I usually hate protagonists, but there's something about both of them that is just so cool. Anyway, DP, conversion, corner now, control.
I don't know if there are still issues with the online with some stages, but usually I think we have to avoid playing in this stage online.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Well, it doesn't.
It's such a cool stage, though. There's so much.
Reminds me of nice run into DP.
Yeah.
He's gonna disarm it.
WFT, disarm incoming.
Yeah, into.
Maru though, just 6-6-A. 6-6-A is his face.
No! Go for
There we go.
The famous the evil
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They nerfed that move, but it's still very, very, very useful. The fact that he punches you, he has no recoil and no, it cannot be deflected.
Yes.
And also, to punish that, you need to be in a very close range or have a specific move that can hit.
And it recovers so fast. It's not like you can read and jump over it. It will be recovering by the time. It could even DP you if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Runs into the turret.
So it looks like changing character is paying off for Maidonos because he got his first round. We want to save the reset point because if you lose again, you run into DP, that into super. I mean, works very well with a nice evade, and that's it. That's the first time someone evaded the crouching kick into throw, the Kusa fortune. Let's call it like that.
Yeah, the mix-up.
Yeah, the first time someone reacts. And the wake up.
Oh, rage power, DX, DB.
Yeah. Again? Oh, natural jump. DP that.
A pretty classic fight. Oh, here's the knockdown. I wonder if he was trying to bait the DP, since Kusa's been quite heavy on the DP on wake up, so it could have been, and it just, you know, got too deep. Oh, tried to go for a run in DP, I'm pretty sure, and it got messed up.
Nice anti-air. Kusa is going for a 4-win streak now. Since his semifinals, the losers final.
Wow,
yeah, man. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is.
It's gonna be. It should be alive, but
yeah, it'll be
very,
alive.
very close to that
So
on the brink of it.
He has a regular defense value, so he's not gonna die from that. But again, he still has rage explosion, so maybe he'll wait for his matter to deplete.
Oh, this is the moment. This is the moment.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Don't wait. Anything will kill you now.
Yeah. No!
Oh,
Why did you do that? Go for rage at least. So 3-0, completely convincing victory from Kusa. That, well, nobody defeated him besides Benji. So technically, if he didn't defeat Benji, he may be on the final on winner's side.
The chat is calling for a switch of stage. Can anybody in the communication maybe just
so
report
I was
that?
right. I was right. There is something about the stage. So my knowledge is
Kusa probably knows or probably heard us and just go into the return the room and reset up the game and get another stage. I, without any bias, suggest Frionel. I'm not a Tam player, guys. You never heard it from me.
I think Dojo is the safest stage in terms of lag. So
lag-wise is fine. I personally don't like the stage because it's too
of
long,
course,
and I don't see some animations, some things.
It's safe lag-wise because it's empty.
Lag-wise. Yeah.
It's safe because it's empty. That's why. So sometimes you have to go for that.
Of course.
I think the snow stage is also cool.
Yeah.
Kamiko and Winter.
Yeah.
Snow stages are always safe in fighting games. Remember the shoutouts to the Marvel dudes. Okay, so they didn't go for the dojo. Okay, they know what they're doing.
They went for the Kabuki stage.
So remember, guys, it's 0-0 now. We
the reset
reset the bracket, and now it's the real grand final between the two players. And we see a protagonist battle between Kenjuro and Haomaru. Oh, I think there was the SSM missed.
Could be.
Oh, look at the whiff punish on the
and it doesn't confirm the other Rekka, so it was way too hard. Good Rekka there.
But usually the Genjuro goes for the reset at that moment because they know it's gonna whiff.
Yeah, but it's been nerfed, so you have to be careful. A lot of time to react now.
Yeah, I know. You can just put the evade and punish with anything you want. No, the overheads, avoid it. You know that? If you have a jumping overhead,
the deflect and the far C instead of the
traditional classic Haomaru far H that could kill you in 2 hits in some games.
Or in one if you're Basara. I'm joking. That's a super. But yeah, it looks a little bit similar. So
nice DP.
With standing C, standing B into DP.
Look at the timer. Haomaru has no time for mix-ups and tricks.
There's always the rage option.
7 seconds away, just as long as I stay.
Mats on MTV.
Oh my god! No time to wait. Just cut that shit. Oh my god! Kusa is looking for that victory. It looks like he has nothing. Oh my god!
He cut him like an Italian salami at aperitivo time.
And the run.
Full conversion.
Technical man. The run, the short run into the micro run into the medium to DP.
And another conversion, it confirmed.
Oh, my Donos looks really convincing in this round.
And DP on the other side, DP for the
Look at the
DP.
damage,
Line
and
for
then
a line.
What?
Oh yes, he wants to force this.
Oh,
There we go.
well,
And
he
there's
knows.
it. Yes,
He knows
yes,
that
it was
the DP is
actually an
coming.
amazing choice.
He knows that the dipping will come. Excuse us, Kusa. Excuse us.
No,
If you
but
can
even
read the future, we have nothing to say.
Even if you don't know the DP is coming, if you get a knockdown and you activate the rage, you have such a huge mix-up with the card. At the best, like the worst scenario, they take the card to avoid the mix-up, and they're in it again, and there's a big bar to go through. So I understand why he did it. It was actually a great choice. And then the DP whiff game, and they'd be like, you know.
Yeah,
okay.
well, that was well. You know that before the patch, it was broken to do that because you could juggle. So you do the card. If it
Yes,
jumps,
yes.
you juggle with the card with the. So that was very, very, very broken at that time. But because of the nerf, I was like, I don't know, why can you take a risk? Because he could still activate his own and put you in a situation that you lose your advantage. But well, he knew what he was doing. He could read the future,
Sure.
seemingly. That's why he was gonna win the tournament. If you can read the future, there's no way you can lose.
Especially in this game.
Well, back to Shizumaru. It's 1-0 now or 2-0? I've lost the count.
I'm lost for count as well. I will be looking at the stream in a second.
I think it's 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
1-0.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay, back to Shizumaru. Haomaru not working. Too much DP got punished today.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And, oh, he missed it. He missed the SSM,
No,
right?
I think he felt he couldn't do it on time, and he just go for it.
It's the run animation, isn't it? Or is that the WFT?
Yeah.
Oof. Big damage. DP incoming.
Yeah, I think he should have kept Shizumaru. He feels a little well, it feels for me that the character is stronger than Haomaru, and also I feel like Maidonos is more used playing Shizumaru. Maybe he dropped Haomaru for a long time.
Could be. And also Aomar has been nerfed, so maybe he hasn't picked it up.
Well,
picked
he
him up
got
after the
nerfed,
nerf.
but he got small buffs in the latest in the Basara update.
Shodown.
He got small buff, especially they made it faster.
With every nerf and buff, you need some time with the character to accustom yourself. So maybe that. So it's back to what he knows, which is smart.
That's right.
Especially with more than $100 on the line.
Yeah. Nice, nice.
Oh, cross up.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do it. Oh my god, the range of the DP on Wake Up. It was the EX version. Oh, no finish on the overhead, but nice block. And Kusa is looking like he's gonna make it to the last round. Unless we have some upset. Or maybe he's...
There's still 24 seconds to go, but no, he jumps in, he gets slashed, and we go to round 3.
And we have the last round. Last chance for Maidonos to save his set point, or tournament point.
Oh wow.
Nice again. Is
the float to avoid the grab.
Nice. Can finish that.
Yes, and he gets a corner.
But I can definitely say that Maidonos is not playing with the drop, the drop sword.
Wow. The sheer amount of damage that happened in the last 3 seconds is mind-blowing.
This is not...
there's an SSM. Yeah, I would take it!
No,
not the SSM, sorry, the WFT. I would take it.
Close it. Oh, and now it's getting... and the overhead.
Okay, overhead.
And the overhead. Yeah, he wanted to close this fast before the opponent could do something dangerous. So 1-1. Not over yet.
Wow. Yes. Maidonos back into play.
And again, thank you guys for joining us in this grand finals of the Samurai Sunday Showdown.
I'm extremely impressed by number of viewers and number of players for something that has been put together in less than a month. Good job, everyone. Very happy with this and very happy to help. Slight life lead now by Kusa. On Kusa. Oh,
my God, look
and
at
there's
the
no
damage
slide
when-
anymore. There's no slide anymore.
It's one hit difference, change the whole sentence.
Mhm.
This is Samurai Shodown, this is what we love. Danger, danger. Can change so fast in this game. There's no real advantage unless the opponent is down for the count.
Oh, he tried it. He tried
Yeah,
it. I respect that. I respect
I,
that.
I also respect that. I also respect that.
On it, that would have killed, right?
Yeah, completely. Well, it's good to make your opponent worry about that and tell him sending a message. You know, it's about sending a message,
Yes.
like they say. And good, look at the damage. I told you it's never over. It's never
And there
over.
we go. There we go. There's the
Come
round.
on.
The message there, even if it doesn't hit, is I could react on a full screen and punish you for 70%. That
exactly.
puts fear in people,
Yeah,
even if
yeah.
it doesn't hit. Oh, slowdowns.
Yeah,
Hate to
slow
see
down.
this happen.
Looking at that,
Some connection,
someone's wife is watching Netflix on 4K, I think.
It's always the wives to blame, right?
Yeah, of course, it's always the wife. So, come on, we all knew that.
This is one round up for Maidonas, but it looks way beyond unplayable.
Well, sorry guys, but that's
Online, yeah.
the online tournament. Well, that's why it will never be like offline, but it's better than nothing and gives us a good experience. And it looks like it came back again.
Yeah, they're better now. There's a
Yeah,
few
better.
seconds going on the clock though, which
And
kind of
Maidonos
impact Kusa, but hey.
made a perfect use of that moment. Well, come on, it's not over because he has
This
no.
is a pretty huge
He had his
opening.
weapon and he did a.
Oh, don't whiff.
blow, and he could get his weapon.
Yeah,
Good
grabs
finish.
the umbrella. DP though, for his trouble.
Yeah. To block and punish him with an SSM, I think. and again, good control from Kusa, who came back amazingly well in that round.
Wow.
He took over for him, and he took over for Maidonos in the first round. So everything can happen in this game. There's no advantage. There's no life lead. Oh my God!
Oh, they're
Anti-air weapon flipping
technique,
technique.
running.
Life lead.
and oh, okay, he grabbed the weapon though.
Yeah, I got the weapon, but he still lost almost half life.
Yeah.
Finished. And yeah, no choice. Ooh, oh my God! Oh my God! No! Why did you do it?
Because he could bait it, and there we
no,
go.
It can see
That's
too.
it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. 2-1. 2-1, guys. Maidonos is coming back. He's taking the lead back after a very, very difficult reset on the first part of the grand final. He came back, and now he has the advantage.
Despite Madonna's taking this last match, I want to shout out the massive mental fortitude it takes to come back in the second round like Kusa did after those lag spikes. It's extremely irritating when you're in a good position, that happens, then you lose like 60% of your life. He still came back, he's still into this, you know?
Now, this is where you recognize online warriors. I'm just saying that.
Hey, I'm Italian. Chill with the online warriors here.
Hey, no.
Oh, the big wave.
He wanted to optimize, but too greedy. Oh my God!
Not sure if that was an execution error.
Well, I think execution error. But now Maidonos is looking really, really well.
Now the 30% gone, gets a throw. Okay.
We're going to the final round, guys. We're going to the set points. The tournament point.
There we go.
And no, I
didn't
said
go for the
nothing.
SSM, he went for the weapon flick.
That's
Took
crazy.
kill.
In this game, nothing can be predicted. I was saying we're going to the tournament point, but no, at one mistake, it changed everything.
Yes.
So now it's Kusa who has chance to reach the tournament point for himself.
And very good to concede to go for the WFT instead of the SSM. Because he
Exactly.
will kill anyway, and he still has that option available. SSM only usable once in a set.
Yeah. This is too strong. Look at the damage. Nice! Maidonos! Come on, guys! Oh, Maidonos, ladies and gentlemen!
Wow!
No,
Just
there's
look at
no,
all the bar
no
depleting.
And he
Wow.
completely read the jump by jumping with him at the same moment and finish him in the end. So this is tournament point, guys. If my donos make it, it's gonna be makes it is gonna be the first champion of the Samurai Sunday Showdown.
Wow. The DP could.
I think that's
that he got the standing A in the air, but the Rekka whiffed, so he got punished.
Yeah.
Now we're back into this.
Neutral.
Not too far off the neutral. Sorry, the life lead. Slide for Maidonos, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Float. No,
My
50-50. Some lag spikes in there.
Yeah, and still the rage meter is still there for both players. Oh my god, the
Jump C. The one is there. He goes to the float. This time he doesn't bait. DP.
No, he keeps it because he knows he can still activate it.
Yes.
And again.
There
Okay.
it is.
And
he did it again. Oh my god.
donos, ladies and gentlemen, is your Samurai Sunday Showdown champ with that clutch moment. He just push the buttons and kill his opponent.
Yeah.
Bracket. But it wasn't enough for the young Shizumaru and his umbrella and demonic power controlled by Daimanos. That was amazing game. Congratulations to the winner.
What a match, what a set, what a tournament! Oh my, just to inaugurate the series, guys. This is just, you know, your entree, your antipasti, your whatever you want to call it. This is just the first course. Just keep following, guys. You are not ready for this.
Friends, I see you guys. I see you. Too bad for the UK player losing on the finals, but
guys, huge shout out now to everyone involved. First and foremost, the players and the viewers, the most important part, guys. You came up, you represented, you entered, you cheered, you know, popped off in the chat. Amazing to see. That's how you start a series with a big bang. Going on, of course, is London Fighters for providing, you know, the structure and the manpower behind it. Getting the Discord set, which is all the work that is there. SNK for, you know, supporting this tournament. Maturino for getting the code in there for the donations to come flowing. Everyone involved, really. Grimulus, me. No, I'm the last one. Shut up. Grimulus in the back doing the hard work and getting all the stress. You, of course, man. And after, there's me.
Thank you so much soon this week. But what I'm gonna announce you that there's gonna be a big fighting game event here in Morocco, January 4th and 5th. We're gonna hold 90% SNK event with KRF 14 Samurai Showdown, KRF 13, KRF 2002 and an additional Dragon Ball Fighters tournament. They're gonna be setups all around the venue with all the SNK games you love. We're gonna have some international guests there. Some of the tournaments, or most of the tournaments, gonna be international qualifiers for certain world tours that I'm gonna announce next week. But with the game list, it's very easy for you to make the link. They're gonna be money put on the tournaments. About, I think the total cash is about $15,000 for the three main
big
tournaments.
Numbers.
Yeah, for Morocco, it's huge. They're gonna be 2 sponsored players with a contract at the end of the tournament. Well, 2 Moroccan sponsored players that's gonna have a profit. They're gonna be food for everyone. They're gonna be even relaxation and massage spaces. They're gonna be with old games. Well, you're gonna have the VIP treatment. So it's free. You just have to come to Morocco, and we're gonna handle
Wow.
everything for you. So if you wanna go, no problem. Okay, guys. So it's time to leave.
Hello, we're back.
I'm
We're back on.
Okay, we came back. So I don't know what part got cut, but guys, if you are interested, you wanna come to Morocco. If you have any question about the country, how to come, what to be worried about, or anything, feel free to ask me. I'll be glad to welcome you in my country and show you one of the most beautiful places in the world. And we have the best food in the world. But this is true.
Oh, come on! You have an Italian on commentary. You
We're not
cannot
stubborn
do
like the
this.
French because oh well, UK, you're not involved in this talk, please. He's from Italy, he can talk. But what I'm saying, is
Wait,
that the
hold on. Now the
Moroccan
stream can
cherry,
hear me. Now it's on Frionel. First to 10. Now it's
yeah, on the tier
No,
list,
it's on.
it says France first, gastronomy, and Morocco second. But I don't agree with that. I'm sure French they paid to get the first place. So I will show you that Morocco has the best food in the world. Just come, and you will never say the contrary. So SNK games, tournaments, food, good weather, and good people. What do you need more?
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys for
Night.
joining us. See you next time. See you, Jill.
And we're off.
Yeah. While it went.
Just mute for a bit.